Meja.
A cousin.
Oh, nay.
Who come made any
Debbie.
one could be. My rebuild TV.
Debbie.
My
Yaquanian swan rebuild TV.
There's a rather off.
Oh, mamma, me cry on my hill TV.
Israel for. Oh, one yard. Oh, one yard. What's up, Yaboko? What on your better name? See, I never near to see a qua. Oh, mammy motivation. I'm not probably a banana motivation. Yamin shroud.
But that's soon shells.
I don't pay a dinner, the one crataneka.
Yo, Elsia Foyancha will be na Yanamase, Nano Pedo Boncrat and Dodona by Yemfa, Okunini Daily Graphic, the Bocrata, and Evitias, your truth and accuracy every day, and a pay with charm for Nidia, but said they are crapping on the sun and a pay. Woma know what the Bocrata ye and name, what Chagani, a man penny, John Ramani Muhammad in Phony, the Hassan, son and penny for, ya, Womodom TUC Kuno, Womonso so, Ewa Hase, I was so woman in say ma woman saso dia kwasora kire se adwuma pa e no mo body aboa na mampani era John Dramani Mohammed no made parade na se no ena ode ato eye adwumayefo nyina anim se wo mommo na enwumaku ahodo a wo ye adwuma emu adwuma na sasan ahodo wo ye mu adwuma no wo mommo ho ban se ko ba se bibi koso ne nkoyi a ma wo mo nka wo manu mpa so se bia wo mo nka wo mo nse kire nka na ehunu se bibi koso ne nkoyi a ye hwentu ho na mo nyina beboa ama se mismanagement bi koso e wo ba bi obi ye adwuma enya yebetumi atwe adwen na siso na face wo se etu ho na mo be neboa e de sansa kraye ne banso a ya hwe na yetu ho anamom ye no eye nsem ano pay de obokrata ye friend Daily Graphic wo de ababetu dwa e wo ha na TUC pedinfo so kasai e wo dwumedie no ase ye Rabenado wusu ya wo no e na wo ye pani a wo te adwamo e de e ma TUC wo kasai sanso no atwa trofo ya wo no so eda eye atraye no yera eye Justice Ansa ono susu ni foni ye dia to de wokrata yi enim wo ye secretary de ma secretary general de ma TUC na wo se omen ye pay system no said ye ade ne asia ya no ne nkoyie injustice bi wo baby enti empedifo hwe ho asem nka se de be ya wo mo agya katwa wo memu nyina no de sefata obi asa wo se de ma no ne boa ma na sesem koyie ne yemfa ma adwumayefo na wo muntumi enko wo mani mo sa kwan no eso na Council of States futu ya wode ema no ayefo e de atodwe che se bibia se futu no emu eden ye de ma na se wo se ye de ye adwuma kire se wo se mampani tie no wode ye adwuma enti anope Daily Graphic de bokrata ne de ya wono so e de baye enono ma memfa the Ghanaian Times de bokrata ne to aso wo ha say the most authoritative newspaper anope wono so e de nsem ni bia na ahakro ya nso waye ne pepepe de amakora mfoni kro no Daily Graphic twade to ho ne no abi e no nso atwa e de ato amampani ahye ne fugu kama na wama adwumayefoi wo mo nsa so de akọ mo kire sampa ye nuafo ye nyina ye bom wasomoman no amane me nyina akọ yi ho asem ha na mampani kasa ye mo no chebo wo se obeboa ma enida so a ewo se adwumayefo won munya e wo mani mu no se ana akoda na se na atonsuo mu a obesan de ababiem to be restore hope e wo adwumayefo mu no maboa adwuma amoman no etumi etu empon wo mo sikasem ya wo mo sese yenhwe ntu ho na mo ma wo mo nso ye no so de obokrata the Ghanaian Times wo de mo sembe wo de ababeto dwa boku mediation na no ye hyase na no eye benada no won mo hyenkonwasi ase ya na nka ehwe animu se ade achi okuada ye beto aso okuada ne nkra ye ba ye kire se pedifo kira wo matu dia hyeda nti ye ma ye ho na wotwe na se na wotwe se na no benada wo na wo mo hia ye edi nkita ho no mesa ba be hia biem na ofa ye to so mienu wo se nkita odie ni mu no wo mo de ato edwanti anope krata ifa ya etoso eye enkron ene ne nwotwe so ho no na wetintim sa ensemi e wo ho a anope wo fa wonsa ebeka biem na apprenticeship
boko de no na esia ne se wono mo bai e ba be kan ni edikan no as first day there no enti
ade chin Wednesday and was so mo ba biem ne 2 day share na
wotwe ya 2 day ashada but sources are yenya anase nkra yensa ka de free mensia e wo kumase ne se womo bae no na eya adwobreo womo kasa kama eti womo atu ahyeda wom besan ababium enti no yɛnhwɛ anim sɛ saa dwumadie no ɛbɛsan astarte biom na wɔtwe a yɛba bɛsim na afei bɔko ho nsɛnsɛm no wɔnom atena ase aka ne yie na yɛahwɛ sɛ asomdwe bɛtumi aba hɔ a na yɛka mo sɛ asogyafoɔ nso gu hɔ bɛ apolisifoɔ nso wɔ hɔ a IGP mmeranteɛ no wɔn wɔ hɔ a wɔnom nso ɛbɔ adwuma yɛhwɛ sɛ asomdwe bɛtumi aba ɛwɔ mpɔtam hɔ.
Enti yɛtoa so a na wada yakɔpaw ɛyɛ youth apprenticeship program ho ntoma na ahyɛ aseɛ mpo anesa enti sei mmabu no bɛsɛ mpem ahenum 500,000 ɛna wɔn bɛnya akwanya na wɔn de wɔn ho akɔhyɛ adwuma mu na aboa ma wɔn nso anya nsa no adwuma a wɔn mu wie a wɔn bɛtumi abiebie wɔn de afa wɔn nuanom nso so de aka ho bi na aboa ma wɔn akɔ wɔn anim ho asɛm ɛwɔ de ɔbɔkrataa yi mu na Ghana Journalists Association yɛn nsɛntwerɛfoɔ nkabom kɔ yi ɛwɔ Ghana ha ɛne wɔn de ato dwa ɛsɛ wɔn de abasobɔ kɔ de ama Kane Ghanaian Times sɛmufoɔ ɛne enipa aduonu mmiɛnsa bi ɛka ho ɛwɔ mmɔden mu a wɔn bɔ sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ media freedom yɛbɛtumi akɔ yie nti anɔpɛ no nso ho asɛm wɔde ato the Ghanaian Times de ɔbɔkrataa no anim yɛbɛtoa so anɔpɛ
answer abɛtoa so no 500,000 youth apprenticeship program na atake off I think said aban na ma yɛm focus on baabi a yɛbɛtumi ayɛ adwuma na yɛatumi ayɛ sport bi ɛnɛ sekua yo sɛ den yo ba we apprenticeship no sɛ ne ntadeɛ na yɛpa mo sɛ yɛ car na yɛ kɔ akɔyɛ sɛ yɛ mace na ɛsɛ yɛtumi yɛ neɛ wokɔ amanfo aman so te sɛ aman a yɛne ɔmo bɔhyeɛ Burkina Faso, Togo, La Côte d'Ivoire, anaasɛ ebia Mali, anaasɛ Liberia, Nigeria. Skills na yɛ train amanfo wɔ mu no ɛsɛ sɛ ɛyɛ exportable na yɛtumi export na amanfo bi nso tumi kɔ yɛ adwuma wɔ amanfo man so na yɛgye sika do so puo ɛnso ɛmfa mmerante I think sɛ monitoring and evaluation no ɛsɛ wɔnom ahyɛ mu kena wabra a wɔn fa nipa 500,000 because ɛyɛ fa 500,000 na adwuma wura nso ɛboa nipa 10,000 ɛwɔ kurom ha ɛsɛ Ghana mmabunu na yɛfa wɔn nyinaa no sɛ wɔn na ɛmɛkyɛw no so yɛmpɛ skills a wodi tu kwan a ebetumi ama wo sika eti yɛ train wɔn wie a abrokyire kwa na wɔn se wɔn pɛ adwuma ne Europe adwuma bebree ɛyɛ nsa no adwuma a yɛhwehwɛ amanfo eti I think sɛ aban no nso ma ne ne ɛkɔ hɔ na wɔ encourage amanfo bebree sɛ wɔn bɛkɔ baabi a skills na akɔ akɔsua no ebetumi akɔ abrokyire na apesika nso ɛde ama wo
enti ɛno so so ho asɛm no megidi sɛ yɛyɛ ne saa sɛ de Piesie aka no a ɛyɛ ade a ɛbɛboa papa na Piesie yɛtoa so ɛkɔ yanim ɛwɔ de ɔbɔkrataa nsɛm no mu anɔpɛ yɛ ma yɛmfa the Chronicle de ɔbɔkrataa no ntoa so na Chronicle anim no atwa mfoni wɔde ato ha sɛ wohwɛ fa sɛ yi a wɔde ɛyɛ yɛwura Dominic Akurutinga Ayine mfoni wɔde ato fa saa nso ɛna wɔde ɛyɛ Kwame A+ wɔno nso ni mfoni wɔde ato fa wɔde ato fa nti wɔ team ne space ahyɛ ne kya abɔ ne suit ɛna Akurutinga nso da soro ha wabɔ ne tie na ne nyinaa ne yɛ nano de pie mu wɔ zantwefo nhye mu a yɛwura yi ne wɔyɛ no aseɛ na ekoko wie sɛ ɔse A+ ɛnam ɛde subo bi bɔ no asaso bɔ korɔ no kyɛ sɛ ɛnyɛ papa but ɔsrɛ Ghana for sɛ wɔno no ɛsɛ adagye ni hɔ sɛ bi ɔde bɛdi defamation case akyi obi bisa nsɛ nti saa no obɛsiw na no ɔse wɔ consider ayɛ but sisi a mmerɛ ni hɔ nti adwuma no amampani de ahyɛ ne nsa mprempren ya sɛ bɔne fɔfo sɛm a akɔ so ne adeɛ no wɔnhwɛ ntu ho anamɔ no ɛno na n'ani wɔ so sɛsi
amanfo adi Ghana fo sika o a yɛpɛ sɛ prosecute ɔmo na yɛgye sika no firi ɔmo nsɛm
ɛtu ho anamɔ na mmom yɛnkɔ bisa Kwame A+ sɛ ɛdeɛ no onim ɛde fa NSS scandal no a ɛbaa yɛ no mu na ɔmfa nkyerɛ mu man
NSS scandal na amanfo ghost names ɛwɔ list so sɛ wɔn yɛ national service for a yɛhwehwɛ wɔn a yɛnim wɔn nipa sɛn 88,000 and 81,000
881,000 sɛ wɔn ni baabi a nso nkurɔfoɔ gye wɔn ho sika
10,000 20,000
30,000
40,000 50,000 60,000
na 10,000 no kora nya asɛm ketewa na ne nua 7 abɛka no ho ama 8 teachers nya asɛm na 1 ne kora de akyire no kora nya ketewa
ɛno kwa nya kyire but yɛsi A+ ne yɛtete ne sɛ amanfoɔ ɛkeka sɛ asɛ asɛm ne yɛ sɛ bobɔ aba no ɔn sɛ asɛm no start bobɔ ba ya nsa na yɛto aba nti start sɛ bobɔ ba no yɛsɛ ɔkɔgye contract sɛ ɔbɛ ɔno nsɛntwerɛfoɔ bi bɛhyia na sene be ya wo mo nka ho asem bebre
okay
nti sana ye yate
nti nko no be boa be kele asem no
na se oje kra
sa
se oje ko kele
okay no kele
so ntumen kele ntumen kele because o my Ghana sika
na onim se ayi
bosome bia na sika Ghana ahwere eye over 30 million
o be edoso eboro
na bosome bia sa sika no ghost names na aban atua na nkrofo bia je no ma chedi
ai no ma chedi
na san nkrofo we seye kase ye ko chesi omo na ya che omo agisika na
ye ma osika na wo fa ko hu nsantwofo bi na mo nkele no na isa asem na ama out
so on the person chese on nsantwofo ye fine
yo ntino ye si ye misa no fa ho ano yimra na na obetro kwase asem Ghana for posa ne pa
em say what delete sa post no
wo delete but ye was screenshot no ho nti dachi bi ne ba sa obi hwehwe a
na no but no krene ne se Kwame Asare oben time na ye musician na ye pandit a ko program so ko ye entertainment so that time no twemu se so ye mara se bedwani wo ba ye amanfo ani agye ho se wo ba ye wasesa sa agomo a ho no a wo ko ye no amanfo hu say yes oye promising member of parliament but na social media now so be a fool
obi bi atem sabe kurutinga no onye
obeto no parliament watra parliament wacho
from say Okrah no obeto no parliament no sabe mra no a ekura no odi nam no oni mra no ono so won fa
afa na Okrah okosu
bi won fa sem bia nkokoto a woni hu adanse and ye won a track record was ensem do no odi kokoto nso mu bia ni ho a wadi mu ye friends entwewum enti wo obi a wonim de woka ene onim ye wo enye obi a na yesesa ye fa ya fofora ye de koforo no oti ase enti so why na adwen so why din to na waka de afa no ho no won fa nkokọ se de Ghana fo bi no mususu se won fa nko no a eno nche se bi ba be ka che ne se emra hye bedwani e wo se okasa ho te okasa ye honorable ka che obi so ye fool
e social media so
enti obi nso be ka che honorable se bi nso ye fool a how would you feel? And the nanka that is on parliamentary and friendly parliamentary and chena so ne de ben
ba wo yonko na one ne te parliament o say we you senior colleague
no catch ne say o ye fool na obi catch wo say wo nsusu honorable wo ye fool a de na wo be ye sa o ya de wato mra
I think say A+ should grow up grow up from sad time na no you
president you've de ben na eno ka ho bi na ade utirim na oye ne pasa parliament ono eto abama okoye no nya sa anti na wo nkrofo wo gu mu central to abama aseko they have a reason why omodo ko omodo ko mrahye ho enti no memma ne nkoye sa ase ya to abama because usu bi mad a won peso ane so enti ya to abama ho enti no wakodu won ma akoye de ope masa mebuo mu aho
he should grow up he has to grow up because sane mane there
TSNT ye ne yedi nyina esie no hu se na no so ye kwache cocaine crofo be Pedu Junction cocaine suspect bi ne ade de o makogina mrem mo se wo mu ni entansa no ade bo mo no fo nti court no eto asem no de ahedra
o mpese o mo kire se kunkunte powder na ekura mo ana se de ana se ye friend se powder ya the bonkolai
destin powder abrochira destin powder
ebi na ne one person wo mo kire se na sa powder ni bi ni kro mo anti wo mo kire se
wo mo so mo
ndi fo no
wo mo nye boni bia anti no ya remande wo mo ho asem e wo the chronicle the Okrah ni mo methodist ya safo no ye ya sori no e na ye ka bi wo galamsey nsem ni mo no na ye see ye use threat of dismissal as a tool ni emfa mo ase de ya galamsey no ye betumi etu ase na no ebe
me masama me kan e simple e me de se mampanya nominate ye empanyimfo a won beda mansini ene kropon ahodo ano MMDC is no ye yi omo no me say KPIs no should be simple o dey say 6 months am fa mo say wa uye DC e wo eye nkwaben ana se o enyinem ana se o si no ana se wo takwanswayem ana wo Christian Honi Valley ana wasame fi east oboase east oboase west upper denchira east upper denchira west na sensuo no oko upper denchira nsuo eda ho ye ofen na ye se oboase east oboase west bebe ofen ne fa no yen kipu ho na ye mansuo na ni nte na se wo wabre so de sensuo na ni nte ya ese etumi pamo and I think say asofo na frese yemfa dismissal ento ho say wo bi ebetena 6 months
ye mo wo mo santrene ne se wo ye de mpeso eso ama bo modern hwe se nsuo nani betie na galamsey be jai enyaye a you will lose your job
ese say lose your job na say prosecute you
nkrofo ani bebre ama adwuma no mo ya amaga because anya sa ya anya ne sa galamsey no ye ntwa so enti no Methodist asafo no na de sa adwenche we wo mo de aba
I think some man penyin so enro a wo si su pi per se time na wo kasa wo ba obema galamsey akofom no na nya agoro na wo die na woda so gira ne na so kreme a wo boa se galamsey na to ebetwa but IGP so ya de bia no so say ye bona ba so IGP COP teteyehunu
Christian teteyehunu
nansen galamsey fo na ye checheche omo no sa squad no na say your friend say team na ya wo mo tisi nwure mu a na wo makwakochi amanfo acheche excavators wonu say samra boy ho no wo mo koye na anu ada die excavators nko a wo mo che ye beburu 50 na poma excavator ba ko start adwuma te se na ye start anope emo 10 na wa clear be se 20 acres
oh yes
it is a nua na wo so wo bubu nun ase no na yakọ forest na excavators be se over 50 wo kwaye ba ko mu a ye kwaye ese ye bo ho ban na yakọ akwachi o ma excavators no enu nkwan se yira te se MPP abreso se ne esi yira na excavator oni ataban na watu it is a de akwa kogu ba bia yemfa ngu ho na yenhwe se nkrofo na ye chi omo no ya prosecute omo IGP nso atrese squad na odo omo call round no Ukowa udi 10 days pe yasesa wo.
Yeah, you were free. Okay, 10 days grawa.
Yasesa wo nya fe na akwakobo ebusua wo ho. No bi aba betam sika de ama wo. Eti enya soma wo pe 10 days na you were free. And I think say it is something that is good. The interior minister. But Eastern South anameboa. What's a police for
say wo ma papa wo mo a post atna ye ni mo.
It is Eastern South. I don't try ye transfer a police for a more baby a galamsey ekoso na ho no nkwa ye transfer no nyankoe
o nyankoe by a transfer no say bi oguso boabo no
oboabo no say yes immediate effect so to boabo ho Eastern South Police Command no commander no ho no ya transfer no baton pese obeko
and then one person obeko
sa galamsey nin sensem
ama ho ayede ye the friend say see if a baba space nyame fa na currency or see if a persuasion fails,
force must be a prior.
Say, you know,
it is force be you. It's IGP for force going in free home because galamsey na e koso o si no ne sam potem no too much. Ya transfer wa ko
no before from ramet twaso.
Na ni pa no so oba na te galamsey no ye hu nsusan so papa bia ono so nko.
Sa na e be ye no.
San crofo no so e say investigate omo bank account. Police ya katua se bio enim eti police ejuma wa ye fomfie sen eye den na won kwa district bi mu a sesi awo 2 million Ghana cedis that account mu na awo 1 million Ghana cedis that account mu within a certain shortest possible time so dem chono eti IGP COP yohuno yesrew ma weni nko na ye na no ye te se wo market na pinkrofo bi o Ghana eno so yachi omo
posifo achi omo posifo achi omo nipa nwotwe ene yachi omo
it will come XYZ online da ho
Ghana Police Service ne
yakwachi omo Nigeria
National Signals Bureau and afi Nigerian Police omo na ekabo omo tu
yatumi akroso akọ Nigeria akwachi omo asem na no
so hide out na bi o Ghana na bi o Nigeria ho ti tracy chi hafo no na omo de to ekwachi omo so
Nancy Ghana near Master Sound says,
oh, yes,
what's an answer?
Agenda no as one away.
So, Shan and say, Momo, or one will be a frost, me patch your balance naka. What's an answer? I'll cause name of you.
Oh, bed afre.
Or my clampy or down.
Apart from that, and they say, near being two cut your mangas. Now, me old friend, I make a say, Passer was sending me 1 peso a crown sanka. Eating how
IGP a clamp it down on Sankro for no. As I say, me and Minas, how call me be a check. Men cafes and catcher now to be a hello, boss, who me say yes. Me pacho, na me froze a balance, no, me say balance bay. Or we don't say, car tomo so
balance. Yes, as I say, me send you a bisica bedu. Now, send you a bisica bedi me wa. Maybe I got a yes, I could read.
anyway. Now, Cocoa Board for so asemasi wo.
Okay.
Cocoa Board probes $263 million cocoa rehabilitation loan disbursement. You see, ya cocoa rehabilitation, cocoa nua na ewu no ye de bi tintim mu. Se na be ya Ghana cocoa production ebe konkan. Sika $263 million. Randi abesi a hon sensem wo ti ase. Nti se etu behwehwem.
Piso.
156,000 hectares of cocoa farms na say cocoa, but only 40,000 hectares were completed at the time of taking over affairs at Cocoa Board, according to Dr. Randy Abbey. 156,000 hectares na yakwaje hu sika se cocoa nua na ewu ya kwakọ dua 40,000 pe. 116,000 hectares no sika ne fa he.
Oh na.
Esem krofo demo kroma.
Obi botom. Na onim se na nse papa ne be ka kire se e kano a Cocoa Board kano enye se bi a sika no obi agye di na emu mo de boa ma Cocoa Board mo na enye ayi boa hin edu anase e fense
JB edu
o se de boa ma cocoa no Cocoa Board e ko nanim to the emphasis ha
yemfansi o konsawam ne mpotem ho a won se anwea na wo motatuo no akwa eti se gold mine bi e wo saa empotem ho enura nkrofo bi di aboani e wo ho ama nipa numawu a police for koye ya shutu omo nipa 5 eda eye saa nsawam mpotem ho ya se efra ho akwan dobro e wo nsawam Tuesday ya na ya chi omo one Toyota Tacoma vehicle, one Toyota Tundra, one pop action gun with 17 live cartridges, 4 empty cartridges, NFA so 7.62 39mm empty shells and a 19mm empty shell, 5 heavy duty motorbikes. Next anwena ye two on potemo no kwa to say team mienu bi ekohia we say ya media we say enya media inti na so ma Eastern South Police Command no ye emu enhwehwemo abranta na ba betena se o de agudie mu nsem e de airbrain sisi o 50 minutes pe na ye ko na ya kwa kofa agudie mu nsem kojofo su fandi
Piesie Okrah
akwaba
emergency
bibi aboko
for God and country be a fantastic year come
sao
holiday ni akwaba
udi holiday ni
gonna be holiday the holiday
o ba adwuma
ba adwuma ma adwuma
eno so ne den
na me adwuma ho say me call press conference ni ade
nti wo ye adwuma
me adwuma
mate anope egudie bon sem fabre.
All right, Piesie Okrah to be a room seminar Saguriosi Apopo se power morning sports yeshe na ye fan some el Dwaboase mediation se power 97.9 FM TV XYZ and you go o share come kan some no dey toss mo na edika editi no and e ka amounts wetimi ati we room el CAF akache na se ko piem el the Ghana Football Association see there Piesie Okrah for the first time wakasa e dey afan position at CAF and so e dey man ho enses na for the Ghana Premier League no so wakasa edi afa ho ede ho sem nyina enso ma e wo show sanso si ade empenifo chima e ade se Ghana e under 20 national team no e wo echi si ade brewa eyipuma ko si ade list no etimi abapon squad list no etimi abapon se ede ho sem no e ma e wo show so sanso ana akopie mudi ya coaches ni bi etimi akasa ana fe ex players Adjiman Bedu enso tin come ada for the Black Satellite for tournament omo be bomo e wo Egypt no ho sem e ma e wo shows na onim se nyame ya to over the weekend super clash Accra House of Folk and Kumasi Asante Kotoko ni nyina e betimi abaso ho sem no kra de ho sem no e bedra da ko pie omo no ne dia Atletico Bilbao etna o e ma e ye bobo kwan tin e the Manchester United Amorim Boys no e ko chem bo me kamiensa e wo mantimi ensim under bracket ho sem enso e ma e wo show so mo channel so say the Roger Emmanuel the sports monarch and afa justice ebo tell the Iron Boy ebo me chidom so producers ma tena say and up even some promedin I'm showing the prince himself F to the A and DY fundamental sana say na yan for the kokko piem el ket Piesie Okrah unum say bagan has no and Ghana Football Association no e kwana dendendin obadwuma edema on my Ghana see ade na new position wasanso ebenya aka ho eno CAF second vice and e de amale nti ba say Obabontin Ebeka say ne position ne crown as a wafu zombi a president no and also we jai etu esan say juma no abedos one who so concentrate the Ghana Football Association and afin so a CAF a second vice now ye de amano no and concentrate so no and papa e de ababontin o say juma oye Ghana so njini say obi bia the man position we abrayen who say or boy juma Ghana nemo juma or boy Ghana the money more and I sure say the man position now or bet me aye josan so se car answer na be point o say ko juma car na say be point o say be juma bi e show sa say ye no ne o say nipa no ehun say nipa no appoint no ehun say nipa o capable so bet me aye juma nemo ni money more and a chair etira pa na kodru ho no ma ye de ho sem no e ma ket yes okreku e kasa e fa ni position no
same. The evidence say Ejuma Yaya or Hanum is being noticed beyond the shores of Ghana. I don't think say we should just take it for granted. Ket is Wafu president. It's not by fluke. It's because people have seen the work, not me I'm doing, but the work we are doing in Ghana. Okay, and if I've been given the chance to serve on the CAF ESCO, it means say people beyond the shores of Ghana see Ejuma Yaya or Ghana Hadom, see the potential, see the leadership, for which reason they will say, okay, come on board and join us. So inequality be nobody will give you a chance.
Entiano and some ket yes so kwere to defa the position na wenya no for crowd we no ana sanso ekaka e de fa the Ghana Premier League no chemo se ogitum se Ghana Premier League no nyoma en shara enkoye FSA League na ye bono kwatre kwa title bia na se sponsorship bia eni so se no o chemo so ogitum se league no en shara enkoye nemo obono modern ogiri se ade se nyoma ebesesa enche kwa omri determination the effort etumu a ya se beboa aba bia etimi akoko na mo e ba ne ESCO members na ojo mudi so mnyina beboa na se ade se Ghana Premier League e be safa na tuma pa e de free
se o hwe bebia na ball no ewo Ghana Hanum. The fact say it went through turbulence, it went through big problems. The game was stopped by the government and FIFA. So we're not in a good situation. It was very clear say we're in bad times. To fix bad times will take a lot of effort, a lot of resources, a lot of shall I say willingness to stay on the journey of toughness and to make sure say Ghana Bono is being fixed and ever since I shall say it's been ups and downs, but I've kept the belief say I've encouraged my ESCO to believe say and they have been very supportive. I think I have the best ESCO I can think about, giving me advice and support. Tembia and minim say there's a lot more we can do. Minim say there's a lot of work that has to be done, but I think we are very clear on the vision and we'll continue to pursue.
Entiano and smart ket yes okreku etim edin komade ho sem no bi ede ama e wo show no so yanko piemo e the under 20 and the Blasters Lights of Ghana nyame no say ade say na Ghana fo nyina e wa twemu e twen say ade say listen no e betimi aba ponten bi bia etibe konka squad lesa nom ne ko piemu e wo each for under 20 AFCON no na entimi e ma ponten na kododo na edin komo e de fa ho ne ade ade say ade penifo chema say ade listen no etimi aba ponten coach Desmond Affair etimi e de listen no etimi apa potu kopie da goalkeeper say to sa from emiensa okopie say NCT abranted edi Gideos Asako ono esiakan edema Dreams FC eto sa edi friend of Yakubu Said ono el Mediama anaf Alta ono el Insua Pin Fidelity and so el hokopie el defenders that say and so Da Costa entry ono el Young Apostles and afi okopie na Kwame Boachi ono el FC Sharif Dennis Maf ono el International and so el afi okopie na Maxwell Azafokpe ono every to do mighty jet and so el hona kopie mu dia midfielders no say and then also etie Makati Ofori ono el Biles and so el hona fe Kelvin Ahimbel ono every Dreams FC and so Ishmael Ado ono Esiakan Edema Heart of Lions and afi Aaron Essel ɔno esi akan ɛde ma North Texas ɛnso ɛwɔ hɔ no ɛde ho nsɛm no ɛde ɛma sanso ana akɔpiem de aberante ne din ɛde Hayford ɛboahe ɔno esi akan ɛde ma Cheetah FC ɛnso hɔ Edmond Asante esi akan ɛde ma Vision FC ana afei Arafat Mohammed esi akan edema FC Nordjylland enso ho no ma yede ho sam no enso ema na akopie mu ewo attackers na omomudin epie mu enso ene Emmanuel Mensah esi akan edema Songdal enso ho na afre Joseph Opoku esi akan edema Zoktel enso ho no yede ho sam no ede ema afa so ana akopie Dennis Ameyaw Apia Kubi ono so esi akan edema Renders enso ho no ma yede ho sam no enso ema Jerry Afriye esi akan edema CD Lugo enso ho no no e was Spain so yede ho sam no edema George Tay esi akan ono so esi akan edema Vision FC Andrew enso esi akan ma Ross Sudan enso ho no yede ho sam no enso ema Michael ama esi akan edema Nice enso Nice Ibrahim ana so sia kan edema Sported Club enso ho ma yede ho sam no ede Emma Aziz Isa esia kan edema Barcelona timbi no ana Clinton Dodu enso ho kan ho bisan so ana Kelvin nkroma esia kan edema Mediama enso na afi Aziz Musbao esia kan edema Dreams FC wey ene Rante to sa ede from for under 20 national team a omukwakosia kan edema ewo Egypt no nyame aduma echina match na say nena match no sha som DR Congo and the ACN kama yede ho nsem no enso na Black Satellites for assistant coach upon the team at Salifu Fatao at the Piesie atoje HM so oba mo kam dia technical team na obia hwenim so be make record enso ho no hwenim say and the under 20 no perform ye na cap no o matimi achi e dey about my Ghana.
Every technical team member is looking at least getting a success in this competition, of course, because some of us, like you said, I actually had a chance to, be part of the Africa with Zito in 2021. Of course, we won, and getting the chance to, be in the Africa again in Cote d'Ivoire. Of course, I'm looking at winning, so that I'll be able to, like you said, of course, a record. Yeah, I need to have at least 2 medals, and of course this is what we're pushing for.
I don't assistant coach the Black Satellites of Ghana apparently at the Fatao and so to get home and so a former Black Stars player on Emmanuel Ajiman Bedu on also at the Secretary to the Ghana group now about copium group more days and so copium they are defending champions Senegal DR Congo and Central African Republic and so a can be a group no Dinamo Ghana for a year with the Tomomeya on Betimi Ashobia Akola fight the next he and some concentrate on their first game on the DR Congo no so to be killing game now
it's a very difficult group but they are beatable. Every team, every country is beatable, especially when they are playing with against Ghana. They have this kind of, I will not say fear, but just to play well and to make themselves very proud. But in as much that they Senegalese, they have a very solid U20 team. Last 2023, they were able to promote some of their guys to their senior team like Kamara and others. So they put a lot of effort in the U20. As some years back, we put a lot of effort on ours. But right now, even we have Jerry Afriye, who is now with the Black Stars as well. So that kind of attention is coming, and we need to give attention to this kind of games. It's a very difficult group, like I said. Congo, they have a solid team as well. Maybe Central African Republic.
Entiano Sema Emmanuel Ajiman Bedu editu jade ho sem no ede ama yefro no nyekopiem the Ghana Premier League match day 30 match se betimi abaso okopiem dia say enti Dreams FC na community structure for and be Piesie de match no enya de hesa match ever say structure for etimi every league ni mu enso Piesie de Dreams FC ya award you with 3 points with 3 goals enso ho no de ho sem match ba kwesa abaso ene no eye Mediama Omni Vision FC ana airport na bibia etimi akonka sanso na nyame Asante ene be sanso atoas Adriana etne fie no bekum Chelsea edi abo Bechem United ene Legon Cities ana airport sanso na be Go Stars ene Kerala United ana airport Heart of Lions ene Samates ebe and I feel copium dia a Nations FC and Accra Lions airport and I feel Young Apostles and Holy Stars and a big game back will be a shame. Sebetimi Abbas a super class and on Accra House of Folk and Kumase Asante Kotoko and it is some match and so ebe sheswe de ho sem man na table no say and etie okopie de be Go Stars and ready can ono Okrah 53 points and so and Nations FC etoso mienu ono Okrah 51 points and afi Heart of Lions etoso miensa Okrah 50 points Kumasi Asante Kotoko etoso 9 ono Okrah 50 points and afi okopie de House of Folk etoso enso ono Okrah 42 points and so na last three no okopie dia Kerala United etoso dunsia 29 points Legon Cities etoso dunson ono Okrah 25 points and the last one on instructormafo a ho sem no enso mana big match baso across folk any Kumase Asante Kotoko no and coach Karim Zito the Sekakra atudwa for match nyame Sunday baso.
I told him that it is not over until it's over, even though some have lost hope, but as a club you play to win in competitions. So let's focus and then play and win, and the rest will be decided by the league itself. So I think they have accepted my message, and we are fighting hard again to make it to. Upon every game we play, we have to win and then get the maximum point, and the build-up will remain on the rest of the clubs. So what we are more concerned about now is let's try to get the result. And the result will manifest into our
Entiano Sema head coach Edema Kumasi Asante Karim Zito Elichi Yadon Semo Ede Amana Kopiemo across the focus Wakati dia Kwame Opariado no Air Communications Director Edema across the folk Bobo Koronso Elichechemu Abemra omode ticket price no Ebeto Abonte say the Okopiemo dia even popular stand crowd 50 series and afe Okopio center line 18 series 80 series and so na afe VIP no 300 zero chema or Enchechemu Ede Abadentia omode sa price and eba Bontema Ghana for supporters be na edwa mu chem say prices no osrododo.
We are not going to get 15,000. The section our scoreboard side that contains 15,000 people. Yeah. It has been closed. So it means that you have to deal with only 25,000. And then we also believe so much that look, this is also another way that Sebi I want to support House of Folk, I want to contribute to House of Folk, $1,000 or $2,000 or 5,000 cedis and all of that. The 50 cedis you pay, the 100 cedis you pay, the 200 cedis you pay, the 300 cedis you pay. And also contribution as well. You get it. Intina, yedi kain ediaba from Monday. Senebeya, who say 50 cedis and I'll pay to by the time a do Sunday, wait me when you have 50 cedis.
Sema Kwame Opariado Elitujade ho sem edi awamra no ti yam proof an yanko piem elmono ne enso ensemu ne ensori so dia endrada oni say Europa League ni bi etimi ekos say ne ko piem Athletic Club etina fe ema Manchester United ekoche omo ebo me kamiensa o mantimi ensim alabaka Tottenham Hotspur etina fe echibo kwa ne din edi Glent for ebom ekamiensa ema mo etim back so na ko piem Conference League dia say Gigarden etina fe ema Chelsea the Blues etino ebon Paul and 9 amamo etim bakasa Robert Tees etinefie eti Fiorentina ebone kamienu emano etim bako after the match no and say okopiem dia coach Rupert Amorim head coach at the Manchester United or the Sekakra etudwa from game now omo wini no.
They have to think about the second leg and they have to think more about the first 20 minutes than the rest of the game because the game is going to be really tough. There is no goals away. So anything can change, and that is my message to the players. And we have to think about now for Brentford and then for the second leg.
Tiano and Semano, a course so come I was so I was shown after the match and so player back on the money Harry Maguire on also Ekasaka Kra at the 5 game.
I think it was. Listen, the first 20 minutes was difficult. The crowd was super loud, the intensity was high. They come after us, we made a few errors, we looked a little bit nervous at times in the first 20 minutes. But I thought the lads grew into the game really well and we weathered the storm and we knew we'd get our chances and we was really clinical in that first half. So really pleasing to go to Old Trafford. Listen, the tie's not done, we'll be focused, we'll be ready at Old Trafford next Thursday for the second leg and I'm sure Old Trafford will be like this place.
And on several course Manchester film now after the game no Okopiomo Athletic Club head coach upon the Ernesto Valverde on also at the second crack to the FR in try Omudi against Manchester United.
Managed the goal, the fact that we conceded a goal, especially in the second play with the penalty and the sending off, which hurt us a lot and has conditioned the whole match. In 11 against 11, we were doing well. We were getting to the box clearly. We have had 2 very clear chances, and we didn't score, but they did. And then we had the penalty that has had an effect on the entire match.
Eno semano ekọ 7 enso adia memre ko yepa enti enhwe ne fan sem ni nyina enso ensi was mo hye so se Roger Emmanuel the sports monarch and afa justice ebotela the young boy epomechidom se producers na me amede senu promiting I'm sorry the priest himself F to the A and DY fan the basra me sorry so no na me chem se nyame aduma etina Saturday eno 3rd of May a how to work Kechepa and I say ebe koso ewo amasama ukopie na say amasama Methodist Good Shepherd Methodist and so ewo amasama no I say nyame ya aduma Reverend Augustina Ochema I dey say how to work Kechepa and ebetimi according invite obia say ombra amasama Good Shepherd na so me kan ho na say how to work no ye fa enhyeso yakodi Easter na wie enti I say timi wo so ebigu na say ahode no ensan so embra biem no how to work ebe koso nyame ya aduma Saturday and papa 5 o'clock pepe na ya shase ewo eye melkom anim ho no ma na bibia atimi akonkai once again medin the priest himself F to the A and DY ye twa ho aba ye ba jubidi no to aso amawo.
If I show Brana, me shot your bag.
Brade, and not so good.
Not all about me shall see about Queen Wayne and say,
Bra, said your time about Misha, as your Jimmy fearful, and not the about ever so.
Really, don't this offending now.
Bra, and make us a me time about Misha Huadansia, reasing in our ever Timinka, 87 malaria, where drawn time about Misha.
And you go, dear, no more to want to me any deal. What drawn a time about Misha? A drink and your ma or bar waffle through. The one ma for down for any aquada when you fear to me, and son of the time about Mr. Drabino. Shasa Wako Hospital and answer lab. I'm what who said, oh, a 3-day malaria be answer.
Kayo, set time me TIME. Time about Misha. I feel malaria fever be than Ziba, a woman, ever trap. Ubenya be at all, ever over the counter medicine sellers. Any herbal shop to do a name. FDA Aji a judging cratway at all.
Missy Menanum. I grew pass up at the Brabro, Tibedu.
As for me, I take very good care of my grandkids. Ye dear grow, na yes, a room maybe crana, me bano timide, or maybe gumi so weekend.
Hey, woman,
remember, I don't think I'm a catcher or say, Yano, Medi, garlic capsules. A basis so come as I stand here. My doctor said my whole system has improved very well. Medi garlic capsules. Yes, Medi garlic capsules.
Oh,
Medimosis garlic capsules. Boa mamoja dini paduanimu efrusani ye. Na esiesie oba ne barima mahona wodin. Ubenya edroyi bi ato omanyimu pharmacy stores frey 050 349 4885. Aduro yi enye ma mmofra enye ndi mfie dumienu apemfo ene emma emanofo Medimosis wunni how FDA ajidwedie nkrato yi ato
Mfitiasie no menemi kunu eware wo odro ene asumdwe kwan so yawa we na chi no mene kwachu ba hotel pop pebi say besepeyo. What? A team from Sokra na maye.
Bibia wo Nyankopon sem.
Ekoba ne san me kunu antina se.
Edro botum waje wo eye edek SM bitters.
Wah. Eni gia befi. We na me de yem Bible. Edek SM bitters. Timase mama me.
Sa wa warrior mu enije bewie wo paye a na sa wumpam agrodie ebeye akwana
na ye kamfo edek SM bitters.
Mrs. Wa oye mi onyina monome no up one time edek SM bitters where
Yes, mama.
Hey, oba wa fa yefunu ene oba oma ne ba enufu enumbi wo ye bema na wonya 18 na untumi enum FDA agi edwadie nkatoi.
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. Natural mineral water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596 273 546 or 0596 273 547. This advert is FDA approved.
Abushafo ya bamunyina chema makwa badeba eye Dwaboase djubedie so Power 97.9 TVXYZ for ya mamunyina akwaba minua NK Obrempon aba beka me ho mene no ene ya yedi djumedie we ebrao brano eno a holiday yedumi light
menso yedumi dia
that's one so mu dumi dia eh honorable John Jinapo
answer benkreni anodin
enu anwumre
anodi na you say ba pem
na light na show de me ama mi pie sakwa akoboka
yeah
because na me pay condition watra ko pie
say
na maboka susuro
obeboka anodi yo
anajo ton ansa na light
me de ntia me bo honorable John Jinapo din abribia me pese me ntia ase na ne low shedding bi na eba ye nim se saa time ye bedum ye nkane ano anase si a agin se mo ntimi control
na ye nda ye ho so
what the make cho na se madam ho so me se sex bo a ne ye be fa me kane a Piesie minim ne me ye minim se mo ameka so aja se na we de wo wa foin na ko foin na ba foin na ko e ha dwene no kura ne e ha dwene Piesie e ha dwene yie pa e wo se honorable minister wo ma Ghana for ye ntina se wo ma ye hunu ne e ko so then na see because ebi no dey hear politics
nana
as usual
nana
ebi no dey hear amanyosem
afa kura na no be den because report abachire mo say power crisis no ebe ko soro because car power ship for threaten say won be shut your gas plant down in 7 days minim say ye Canada ho say ye den what was it ayeka that ekada ho eka edaho ena car power ship no eno na okumanse na say
Amerina ekokumanse
Amerina ekokumanse no the car power ne de esia o me sure say about tema ena say na e be kire ye
debi eka na abanya atwam kwagigya to no Piesie me so man better tene ho a e nyame
masa yeti ase se na kala
nyame
se na Akufo-Addo e na wabon ana ona na oye nipa bonefo a na wo munim John Jinaporo ni energy committee ni so el parliament eti no nim saka wo eti wo mo campaign say wo mo ba ye fa Ghana mo no what were they thinking
you patch say excuse be any wo
excuse me ho e ka no mo nkotua
very well
because so we inherit aban to say we aban na waba
yes
oba betoka eno o man na dododo bia so ewo mu so eno so ba ofa so what I say
yes
eti ono wo energy committee ni so e briefing eno de ma President John Dramani Mahama efa ka na eda ho why should you be complaining to us when we pay for our power every month every month me dey put the prepaid
e ka no so
e sapo na dum bete pa
the okay nyina me but she be with PDS
no we pay for the power we use
on my Ghana electricity 6 months under MPP ba o me na de o mo koi boso mi nsia agi wo man Ghana nyina electricity bills PDS ba pay mo na sika na o man fa Ghana for
o mo nkoje baby a wo mo free say hye bia nya me medwuma wo mo adwuma ni say wo mbeje na aban anya sika ya read budget ewie nti ka ba bi o me na dawa ye ntumi ntua ya read budget ewie all right eti yamfata car power for e kana e da ho
no kwan ye be fa so ne atua say be ye because baby ewiase na du no Piesie si yedu mo light kakra e yo hawo
masa nan say global warming no amahye wo baby a o Ghana nso ya forest reserve na nkrofo ya ko gyina ma wo ma
to me mo de excavator akowura reserve yi mu etu godo ewo mu nyina abubu ndua nyina gu fam
nti mfama no kra nya papa eti yedu mo nkane na wani abre so wo akola ketwa na se owoncha akola te se 3 months 6 months na show de na bosa na wo tiem
hu nyina begu mfifi so eti ade e
ko so nso affect your economy no negatively because obi a oil production oil milk obi a oil biscuit obi a oil pan no o use light
yes
etu dundum nkane ane sa
oton nam cold store no di na ma hye ni wem oduma ni nyina betimi asai
eti John Jinaporo say it is better say obe dismiss ECG chief executive no o say on perform ma yenti John Jinaporo na enhwe se na asem na woka no se to asum pa na ye betumi aka bia ma na ye be ka ma no ba se sie de se na ade na akwakoye ne de nkane adundum no adoso dodo and it's not even funny John Jinaporo
no we have not been current and that is where the ECG lab comes in that the actual bill is 2.5 billion ECG collects about 1.5 billion so on a monthly basis you have a loss of about 1 billion due to 3 main things. The tariff is not cost reflective. So even if ECG collects 100%, you won't get a 2.5 billion. Because President Akufo-Addo and his government decided that they shouldn't charge for capacity. And because they don't charge for the capacity, it's a bill that you need to pay. Absolutely, absolutely. We have what they call the SAIFI, Systems Average Interruption Frequency, and then the SIDI. They are going to give me timelines, they are going to give me some targets. Energy Commission has also been invited. That's the technical regulator. I want us to set some KPIs and some timelines. We've set up a platform where all the key people are on that platform. I call it the MNGT value chain analysis, where we put all the key people on that platform, including how we manage capacity, transmission, distribution, everything. So we're going to do that, and we're going to keep them to that and monitor. And I've told them, as minister, how to ensure that there's discipline, there's hard work. If you can't do that, I'll recommend for your dismissal. Let me be frank. It's better I dismiss that chief executive who is not working well before I get dismissed. And that one, there's no compromise on that.
You know, the ultimate regime killer, I've always said, is the power sector.
Absolutely.
You've seen it.
Eti John Jinaporo no eti asema wo kan no yenim se energy sector ho issues wo ho time John Jinaporo ye bowdi as Minister of Energy and Green Transition
energy and green transition
ye bowdi no is a problem wo ho
you
had the chance to say no oh man panyimi ntumi nsom ba akwakoje nti edi jawa ye de aso give us results
that's all
ye mpese ye kan ye ni bedundum because yen yetua nkane aka yenyusu ni free
dabi
eti say yetua nkane aka na sa mumugis kano na sa muntumi mfam produce power maya I don't get it minim ni enti a obetena ho sa give us results okay osaka bibi also take full responsibility of nkane na edundum no o take full responsibility no what next mayembo nene no na Ghana for ntie enye se on kasa ho last week say ka say on kasa ho na wakasa ho no it was so take full responsibility dum so na ekokoso no o take responsibility no
then ekusi
ano baba na ode boyen mayenko tie ni mra John Jenapo energy minister.
The roads are bad, people are unhappy. If water does not flow, people are unhappy. But in the night when the lights go up, people get very upset and angry. That's what I've seen. And so naturally, people want to see the lights on, which is expected. And so that is one of the major problems. And it's something we inherited as well. In fact, as far back as December, when we were about going into the election, and that was the last month of the MPP administration, they were shedding about 500 megawatts of power. And if you look at the whole of 2024, virtually every month, not virtually, every month, there was load shedding. To the extent that, it got so heated that the minister came under fire. And so I'm aware of that. And so these few days, because of the rains and other things, as the system gets a bit unstable, you also come under heat. And as minister, even when ECG commits a mistake, nobody knows the ECG MD. When the PRC commits some mistake or they do something, nobody even knows who the executive secretary of the PRC is. The same with Energy Commission, the same with Gridco, VRA, all these are value chain. What they know is that there's a minister appointed by the president to superintend over the sector. And so legitimately so, the people of Ghana would always hold the minister responsible. And I take full responsibility for that.
And by extension, the president.
Yes,
and who hold you accountable if something happens.
Absolutely.
Many have said in the past, your predecessors have said that as energy minister, you live or die by how successful you are in managing the power sector. And when they say power sector, they actually mean ECG and power to my home. Have you found that to be true?
That is very true. That is very true because Ghana's power sector has been quite checkered. And it's been very difficult. I've been deputy minister before. I've virtually acted before in this sector, and now I'm substantive minister. And so I understand the enormity of the challenge. I understand the gravamen of the situation. And I tell you, it is not easy. But there's one thing that I know. President Mama
ebe solve it. Ebe boa, ujina na naso. Wunim senior eniema ni sitie. Ananya sa no kan.
Sa pepepe.
Oso wunim challenges na ho no. Intare ntro ka kire.
Yeah.
Solve it.
What
can't you yate? Solve it.
Action.
Solve the situation. Ghanaians need power.
Obi biara
to do business.
Yes.
Yes, we are here be na ya dem.
Yes. Obi biara wodi ECG ka monye. PDS fo sika no. Piesie e wo ho. Ye nim nipa omo ebeji PDS contract se omo be ye ECG adwuma 6 months a wo mo gi sika no under MPP. Alhaji Bawumia da Roma.
Omonkoje Ghana Water Company
for sikano obi a wode omonyi no mfentuatua sa power producers yaka
Ghana Water Company Limited
etimi mbe the cause of obi negligence obi sika bi a wadi na Ghana format na washimu ebi se obi akoko di sika no ana obi di kakasie bi ama yisigi nti Ghana for nyina mbe that problem na ye no sure.
No, we can't. We can't because we are paying for our power. So all we are interested in is to see our power on.
That's all.
To see our lights on.
That's all.
Matesa Ghana Water Company Limited for the ECG for over 1 billion Ghana cedis.
Omonje.
Nipa bi as a parliament cry the ECG ka
monje.
Ya read the budget nti ya mo bia budgetary allocation. Se boso me aso.
Na wonya abanya sabi obeja katwitwidie asai wo man de ato ose kwa eye niam bi se ya na besisi
no edu tira Ghana for to abati MP
ti asie piesie
edu tira Ghana for afama Bawumia because akufo do boni a wo ye no ye de ho asotwe no ma Bawumia because no campaign no ho eti ye de aban foforo aba all we are interested in is we should see things working
tia
do you get me
for that's one no
eti honorable John Jenapo
yeah
wo de bia me bo dia me say wo ye ohene ba John Jenapo but Mr. Obi a wode kan yo wodi sika bia no yenje sika no monje car power for kana e de omo ne enkotua se IPPs no Ghana ban de omo car yentua na kane ni nyina so na mo campaign no mo kan se mo ba nkane ho nsem ebekoyie.
Yeah.
We are in the 5th month of the year. No excuses.
No. You're jintum. You're saying to me jintum, sir. Because a hadrini no man na woman safe for na pem safe for ye cause problem way two way. Woman side your politics. See you can do sucking aba. Mona ma boka twitwi die mona makofa nkrofo ababaji yisigi fo sika die. Aniti na yisigi fo e ka da ho be 80 billion Ghana cedis. Ada ho no mo munye sika fanya hwe. Empty a sector. ECG empty just me want some kwa men kanjere wo. MPP for da Roma. Woman kasa no kro we nkyere Ghana for. See e kofa PDS for buy no. Woman ba dis kanidi woman fa ma ECG for 6 months the whole Ghana like the sika PDS for dis kan o ma di. Mummy say say scan way. MPP for na me kanjere me. And so makotena chire 3 months ni no. Woman say no ma ba cho dum sokin. Mum fa scan mra ni e fa nche independent power producers ne ka. Yemfa siesie ECG no na light ni nyina so amu MPP for mantua sa aka no independent power producers we wo mu wo hono mu abo mo bua se Ghana yem yenyinam kane abeduzu MPP bai wo se da bi yentua mu sika bia ye ma mu 1 cedi ye kada ho no enya de ketwa Piesie but John Gina pose de o kan wanya agi atoma wie energy minister action yempe no explanation
yempe enna kwan bia ne hia ne say ye pese yen kanea no e so amanfo hia de ye dwuma na ye GDP na akosoro my mo projections na Ghana GDP e be grow kakra IMF e bom abaso say o Ghana economy no say ade
foba
man home nso e mo de but ade e be boa ma economy na ejina na so no momfa mani nko wa momfa mani nko ho
because ene o kekan dollar ni say hwia na ehwi ba fom enu adai kasa no guso koso saa ni nyina mo ye hunu ye bom abaso na mom nkane na mafo hia de adi omudwuma no
petrol bo kras eguso ba fom
da no copec for wo ma ba beka se petrol wo ma teso omo man nkane no so nyina so ma ni ye wie na nkrofo complaints ni ye now ye mu bi ye now ana ha na mo se mo ba won se mo asande dum so aba asade ye sabi ayi bi machine bi wo ba bi na and for the omo ba no ma ba be dum no se sumunju Ghana for me sasa me no omo ka I me dwene ho amenti ase ayo say ye na aba o how na aba
ba me say ye di jawa ye di aso eti mo ye campaign nyina na munum say NPP for ase economy no eti na mo game plan ne sen eno na mimi bisa o me nka bebre sa na mo game plan ene sen se mo ba bebo amankane no agina so eno ho asem ena ye ka ena no pay eno aye made TUC Trade Union Congress wo na ye Ghana adwumayefo nkabom kuo wo mo kasa e wo dwumadi na se adwumayefo edoso wo Ghana ha pa because ya anya adwuma economy no so e move na wo ma sama mo kan se galamsey na ekoso na aye rampant no nam so ene aban take strategies bi de aboa na yi amanfo afiri nwure mo ne nsuo mu no ti use for chemo say asa ache eti ewra mahama onye bibi enfanfa ho ma yenhwe yentie ti use for one argument no on galamsey na ye wi a ye monkomo bi because ya tese nsem na wo mo kokekan no radio so ansa nsem na okokekan no nye eno na organized labor for shia ya wo mo ka se we na ye adwumayefo asem
kokon onya no wan
ma yentie no e wo galamsey no ho mra
Galamsey, Mr. President, we in organized labor are surprised that 5 months into your reign, the Galamsey menace is getting worse. The destruction of our environments, including our forests and water bodies, is increasing with rapidity. Mr. President, we expect you to provide leadership in stopping the menace of Galamsey. We expect your government to immediately revoke, not amend, Legislative Instrument 2462. Remember, organized labor has a letter from your predecessor suspending the LI 2462. Pending its revocation, LI stands as a legal doorway through which reckless mining activities are taking root in ecological sensitive areas. We urge your administration, Mr. President, to take decisive action to close this chapter and lead a new approach that prioritizes environmental protection and responsible land use.
Eto penya tini nke Joshua Nsa wono na ye TUC for wo penyi e okroma say galamse no ho asem de ade a ehu ehia ese yetumi eka ehu asem pa because yensuo na enam ye tap mu wo Eastern region, Central region, Greater Accra region, Ashanti region. Galamse nsuo na Ghana waterfall e de mayen me de makame de ewie.
Piesie said the work can also TUC for say ensem a openi kwokeka ye no enye no mo kyeroma no
enro Ghana Federation of Labour for the statement by a wo mo kyerɛ sɛ wo mo nyina call benkuru mu no ne wo mo ka sɛ wo mo ebeka no enye eno na yewura Joshua Nsa beka ye Secretary General Edema Ghana Federation of Labour yewura Abraham Commission openye good morning ahomana tiako ya be pena ba ya ne no atwe nkomo e de afa ho
ya twa no no onya wan owura Joshua Nsa na nyansa ne fe no onya nsam ne
ono na twero na de
na galamse no for the past 8 years no ne similar videos na kasa waye e de fa ho ne wan ye mebo ne yentie 8 years on the MPP agalamse nsuo ekobo epumu nyina ebi wura akodibu a ye sisi excavators over 500 na yira ye na wuntumi akonta mining ade ne machines ko see forest reserves no otum no say no owura Joshua Nsa no wen wenum bi no na fe ye hunu atade ko ehyew a wo de ba bekasa. We don't need people like him so baba bekasa wo sansem we hu crisis ya o 8 years one kasa and another danko kufa ni alaji ba me MPP aban no
omo kasa to be fair to him last year time na entokwanto your friend say womo ka say
yes
omo cost strike na the pressure man na kufa do
yes
not use for count
na omo kan say no omo kan dey
so omo ka say mampanyi enye bibi mfa ho na na no ayeden dodo
ana kosi say
some mampanyi na free so mampanyi
fufraba so 4 months muni 5 months ni ewura mu no hwe say omo de agu
mame ne owura Abraham ndi nkomomra obanyina Abraham Kubisi good morning no
Oh, my Joseph,
Bibi abako de.
Ebon pai.
Abraham Kumsine Secretary General Edema Ghana Federation of Labour. Wono mo so adwuma fo nkabom ko ni bi o Ghana. Na mo se mo call meeting no ensema mo nyina mo ko agree on no enye no na TUC panyin no ebeka wo Mayday dwumade na se. E de ensem na mo kan
thanks na mo kan de. Any movie because they draft not the entire for the entire speech, but we give them into here if you ever boy manka abai wash na what we do. But one sentence crab and near papa or can and I was afraid. I was sitting behind him. And Mother, I'm saying, he's one of the MPP, the secretariat annex. Because, okay, the characters there, the way they are doing, I think they must hear me. They must hear me talking. And I'll not end it here. In the debate, we drag them to court because we have been to court before over this organized labor protest. We don't have it. That's why we could not, organized labor could not effectively push any issue there.
Now, Osha Sama, yeah, Papa can ya. And you know, Cressa Galamse, Hadrin, Okruma, I know they can want them.
Galamse, 8 years. 8 years old. 8 years, the council can. 8 years, Grabun, the chance also. Now, when I about 4 months, opening 5 months. When you go public, stand at that forum and say all these things. I think, no, you see, and I know sometimes leaders do one, and function, Papa. This is what I see. And me, I put it out where I was sitting behind him. And I said, what is happening? His chairman too said the same thing. They all want publicity. And he said nothing. They were just confusing themselves. Because your chairman spoke, the one who said prayers at the parade, he also even said politics. What kind of nonsense is this? If they want to be part, they want to be recognized as MPP functionaries there, they should come out. But you see, the annoying thing, Krabbo said, Sir, Chief Justice, as a matter, a legal matter. Near Krabbo, yes, and we can also speak about it. But before I will go back out, you must consult, you must seek proper legal advice as to how to open your mouth. We even did not also discuss that issue. We brought up to that point. Say the government should treat, the president should treat consciously. What kind of nonsense is this? Is he a lawyer? No. Are they lawyers? Are they lawyers? Which lawyer advise them that the process that the president has activated, wrong? What kind of nonsense is it?
Ora Commissioner, my yentie yewura ansa se na osika Chief Justice no asem na menhwe na membisa e ho nsem se moko meeting no samode no so e ka ho bia yentie ora ansa Chief Justice processes amampanyi ye se wadi boni bia ye ma ne nkono sei e na wo kan nsem.
Organized labor has been following events surrounding your suspension of the Chief Justice. We have read bits and pieces of the petition seeking the removal of the Chief Justice. Mr. President, organized labor is gravely concerned about this development. Mr. President, this process you have just begun set the country and our democracy on dangerous slippery slope from which we may not recover. We advise, Mr. President, that you hasten slowly and cautiously on this matter. Your decision on this matter will be consequential for our democracy.
Eti Joshua Ansano no owura around Kumsen mo call as organized labor na mo nyina mo koye meeting se mo kasa wo sa dwumadi no ase no mo ka Chief Justice wansem
ya kan wansem obi a discuss it he ase wo kana on say ase say them populist car now by wo fa 19th century one they think that we are in the same era. Okay, in the first century, you don't just go out there and open your mouth and talk by heart. What did he mean by what he said? He was not making any sense. He was saying that you tread cautiously. For what? I'm not going to a lawyer. Let's see understand the process, how to get the justice out. Won't you keep quiet? You don't go out there to expose your ignorance and stupidity. There.
I would try.
You see, in fact, I was very sad. Who asked you to hear the media? And you see, if they had spoken, said, yeah, this is TUC, this is our position, and TUC, yeah, no problem. But not the forum, organize the forum, platform, that you use it to commit everybody. What kind of nonsense is this? That I'm saying, me, what I didn't like about what happened there, the president said, ECG, one private guy, into the reason or the kind of, but I know, say, you all agree the ECG has been mismanaged, criminally mismanaged. How can 1,300 black container here, mobile phone, how can this be missing? And the unions, they are there. The workers are there. Are they saying that they were not aware about what was going on? And what right they have to say, no, we don't want privatization. If it is privately owned, or the private person has shares there, why invest this for her? You will sit down and allow this nonsense to happen. And the workers, you see, sometimes I think we need to do some mental evaluation and even leaders before put up or say psychiatric worship will be an look. The president, I don't know what he meant by what he said there. He's not going to privatize. Whether it is going to be, we were talking about total or partial. Partial, there, if they don't want to give it out to private person, yeah. Then of course, if they want to involve private people, it is good. Government can play part. They can take administration side and then the operation side, what I'm a private person. Because if you give it to any person, like what is even happening, this room thing that you were talking about, we have managers there.
Yeah.
What are they managing? What are they managing? You see, and maybe while we have private power generators, independent anything.
Independent power producers.
Yes. Private people have invested money there. Why don't we stop them? So we have private persons. Don't generate power for us. And we know that VRA cannot produce the needed power for the whole country. That's why these private people have come in. So are we saying that the private people too should also stop what they are doing? And so we must think it outside the box and make sure that whatever comments that we make public, the actual and to me, the workers are there. Unless they are saying that they are competent, they condone in this kind of criminality that went on there. What's wrong? 1,300 containers near mobile phone. What's wrong, Madia? And then you want government to keep these criminals there to continue to destroy. See, we need the big. In fact, next week I'm going to go to I'll come to the studio.
Yeah,
so that we can deepen. You can even invite somebody from the TUC to come. You invite somebody from there to come. Then we need that.
Okay, so okay, it's back to some TUC paying no kind of made the Arsenal. Free say going forward no you be anything because last year time amunyina more pressure man na do dan kwa kufuado say galamsey no ya de a ha adwen no ewie ya mosan etwen mo ho no yere wo kasa ya asema na wo kan ne say organized labor disorganized eno na yesen hu biom ya na.
Oh yes, we are not structured because I've been saying say Kuma Mrana was by 1965 no Relations Act, Nkuma or the Agricultural audience, we thought that in the Ghana, some say the Green number, but peaceful, stand in for workers, Ghanaian workers, be the mouthpiece of every worker in this country. That was the time. Yes, you know, and this 20th century, you know, it's a long, I'm a man, complacency about. They don't even struggle to seek the welfare of workers because of the monopoly and whether they perform or not. Employers are compelled by law to deduct dues and pay to the TUC. And they don't care whether they do well or not, or they don't care. And that is what we realize that no, that law needs to be looked at. And so we agitated and made sure that that law was amended in 2003. 2003, we had a new labor law. All removing TVC, one DFU, no, organized labor. Unfortunately, that law did not define organized labor itself. So the TVC, the street claims there, they are representing Ghanaian workers. That was 2013. Yes, they won't go court. We sent TUC to court. For 3 years, we were in court. They thought they would win. Eventually, they threw in the towel. Said, in fact, let's go home and then resolve this matter. So this is true. So we have put in place structures that every man can function. So we will have organized labor leadership there. As at now, TUC knows that if we put that structure in place, their influence will end. They cannot speak like they are speaking. Because if we have the organized labor structure there, and some cannot come there and talk the way he spoke, we will impeach him, get him out. So as at now, that structure is not ready to work. over identify organized labor. I but this and what we are doing is that the action. Let's say action. They are more up to the end of this month. So if they don't respond positively, we'll drag them to court again.
Much crata they are mat TUC for say. And some more to say Mobeka made in Yena Womko or Moma me.
Yes, and it's a woman and ma yam fight them organized labor structure and see what they recognize them say we are organized labor. We have the leadership. Me, I don't have interest at my age. Why do I want to contest for any position in the organized labor structure? But before some of us pass on, we'll make sure that we put proper structures there. So that in my actions, things will work well. Otherwise, this will mess everybody up. And if they don't respond between now and ending of May, we'll get them to court again.
All right.
Look, I will make sure we transform, we change this system. The way that the TUC is behaving. We'll take them to court again.
Okay. It's here saying Ebesia Cose, woman de response no ebeba, and as a woman fambano. Yabe koso na ya bossa and common so ewaha. Yeda senimra unyamaye and ano pay any bon como. Ore Abraham Kumsine, Secretary General Dema Ghana Federation of Labor. I think so. Can in semono Claire and said was each remono. Say Wamunina Cob and Kruma o Yabekasi we ba or Marco Canessa. In summer one more echo can as organized labor forum. Say ye come made the yen summer ye di kuni.
Yes.
Ye obi kwachiano.
Yes.
Ntia de bufuaba.
I personal interest. So wuti sema papa bega yen semwa kokani. Na TUC for the past 8 years in some way Piesie Okrah Charlotte say Ekron woman some on beka and woman boni yentie. We want to have a playback. Me bacho ayi mama judge painful na no Kumasi. Na odi MPP for semwa. Full soldiers MPP full soldiers ekobowura court woko form nipa ni pie ya. Painful judge no etu mirika na nkankrofo airtime no. Me bacho TUC form statement no omo famra na yentie. Time I was violation ya. Security tax from the MPP. A boy honorable Sam George as well, sitting member of parliament.
A two my yes, Yaro.
Maybe I choose for statement of family NTA. And it in some way, baby. 2020 election war, Techima and Patem, Nipa would dry a bomb with Yoku or my Ghana. Tuesday for them on Bekaye. It is a nay 4 months, just 4 months into this very government and this government ababet nasi na fein na 2 years for me your voice ababet His Excellency John Dramani Mama say suspension na what dey ma Chief Justice no on hwe ye na me ba cho den wo mo dey gina so say o ma ye bi penti sa asem o ma asem o mo kan ye kroje ne yintum asem a ekoso no eye constitution no amai mra no ana mampani John Dramani Mama odi so me se ba pem ne MPP ni lawyer bia ni ho. And what me this say article 143 142 193 and na imam agina so dia yentin enye enimrem what be that be one lawyer be organa ha what me a defend say the esinu enye na emra say na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ebuso MPP 4% wo mu nya public sympathy bia enwo hia na ni ho but me catch am say Chief Justice suspension our committee ne the babontin na prima facie case a Council of State team establish ye enough evidence e petition and for de ko share His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Ansano say sa pepe na committee ne babeka Chief Justice her ladyship Gertrude Tokunusaki eye esaba obeko fie ye beyi nadi me ba to ye wi a yisi che Jane Mensa ni ono so petition ahori say da ho ya hwehwem na set sa obi abeko fie wo wa se okofie obeko MPP for pa demonstration on ben on the 5th no wo mo nyankopim next month on the 5th me sitie ekwan na wo man Ghana de asiso no enya de ye hwe ye chi bi opiesie ana enya de wo bi etie mienu obi enso ntimi nwura obi wo man Ghana ha bi ewu eti Ghana fo nya botre na nsem wo MPP for ka na Ghana Bar Association Ghana Bar Association afede mo voice o na mo na lawyers nyina ekita mo ada na mo te won ya ana say Supreme Court won mo ko obi we nya yie mo na mo ye lawyers say John Dramani Mahama ye bibi na ni mrem a mo nko na Supreme Court in interpretation mra constitution or the Yenambrano. What camera?
It will say TUC for say Omako Akoya to say omo ye hypocrites because Nanado Danko Kufado etiswono na obo treating with kid gloves but as a Jomama by person much less
woman your voice. TUC and your voice. I think the any chere constitution na yen chere owura Joshua on chere constitution baby cry his excellency John Dramani Mahama de yakase atuni trim okwa kokase media for na mu ye TUC for na for pressure tum anko baby a maka cho say his excellency John Dramani Mahama say this time around a legacy term ono wo ye na japade de ato enti nya de wo ba betietie unions bi a o ma ye o mo say wo ma say party colors. It's a Ghana Bar Association. Makam and Watum Yakunipo Kroma Mankahe. And ye court proceedings because Supreme Court judges in the middle of hearing the question. Yes, it's our assembly question no motion na enkomoni. Ye change your free panel also. Ghana Bar Association Ghana to sitting member of parliament ye bona sumo violation. What the Ghana Bar Association for no asem. Ye yi salote said what the Ghana Bar Association for no asem. And then you suspend the Chief Justice Keke. Ghana Bar Association say o metiko na agbo na pai moja ba mutina nkasa beti every so if said this time around yen suro bia yen hwe obi anim ba bi o man Ghana ekwan ye siso aye ko no ye nim mere ma wo mo mpesa mo twe o man ne ko na chi yes
we have a country to fix and that is exactly what President John Dramani Mahama kan no amede djubede na Senegal say asema at UC for kan ye manpanyi John Dramani Mahama nso yi ano a wo kire mo so ono nso ye committed pass Galamsey na ese yensuo ne enkwaye no ama Ghana amansan nyina ni hwe say yensuo say ye kwaye no wono as president of the republic wabebo no homoden na wakokoden na Galamsey no watumi aboa amana kofo maitie yewra John Dramani Mahama se ne osi eka ne nsem with response to ne esi ye ewo TUC for nsem no mu no mampanyi Mahama eyi won ma no maitie no.
For the presidency, I did not keep myself that when I come into office, I will win that fight in 4 months. Yet, we will not give up. Our gallant men of the armed forces and security services are up to the fight and will continue to score successes against the selfish companies and individuals who are destroying our forests and polluting our water bodies. As far as the fight against Galamsey is concerned, I say Aluta continua.
Mampanyi John Dramani Mahama and out there in Kano, so he was clear with near Wamoye Abuama Galamsey no ako efom.
Yes.
Ewo kruma. Set na say wamu gusu chichi excavators na niya de. Na mimi nim nyentia na no kumase eye Forestry Commission for one more warehouse. And as a woman baby, our motel crap or moniama ewo kumase. Na kwa chichi excavators aba. Asamene kwa tama ya church so exhibit 1, exhibit 2, exhibit 4. Na obi ama order say yen release excavators no.
Obi ben. Yes, obi ango gina sumu mfe na sin odabi. Asem no
enam kwa so kwasa se minim ni pakro ma order. Ana for Forestry Commission.
Of course, no one will have. Order ni free him. One of the order ne buy. You perceive who ni background. Now for your friend Bisano.
Say dear, ya koche excavators our Galamsey site. No be ama order say you release some from home. Abra sem no ekokot. Na ye dey read akoma ki excavators no exhibit 1, exhibit 2, exhibit 3.
When you be said in way, aden na ma sa order ni see releasing from on back.
Hey, what's
your interest? They na wunya wom. I don't tell ya excavators na wa science ye releasing fema wom. Ni ye hunu nipa kro ni aboni di na Ghana fo nyina ate. Ni ye hunu wom mo sensuo no. Ani ye forest na was Ghana fo wom. Me list ni bi ba. But edin ni wo ho a ebedu a utimi mo ni prayin. I was say wunya enough evidence. Me maka say ejuma mi ye sesentroni. Bi ese me nka sem bi angu obi hu fi da. Wabra no kwasem no na mom se me nsa so mu se wa ya piesie na me kuta enough evidence wa me nsem a minim de betimi so seize me minim de betimi stop me mebodin kwasem na se
ese ye oman ni ye ti oman na ye ni ye ni de sa na ese ye tumi ekono because mampanyi say resetting Ghana na ese ye niam afoforo a ebi nsi da it is a wo ye de wakɔ forestry commission ho anasa wo lands ministry ho na say ya che excavators a utumi ma order say ye release afa ade ne nam kwan so ba ya sam order say munsamfa nkogu ho eti dey rift and ekɔ so mpanyimfo ne ntem ye be yes ade no emu nhwehwemu ewa ha say hi Dwaboase ewa power 97.9 FM TV XYZ obrempo me da se pa
Piesie before I measure akono ma minchia eye honorable eye Paul Ofel sign member of your friends saying MC ya you know ewa Kuapem South sabre nyame aduma Tuesday assembly members ne kwa koto aba mate nsem bi ekoko me pese mebodi nsesi a but Kuapem South ne asi wo ho no mo amu se sabre mu hia development ewa Kuapem South mo koto aba no kama na mfa nkontwontu bi ama because wo mo etena ase no wo mo yiyi MCs no wo mo nim de no mo hunu de memo bia me semachi assembly members work Kuapem South na mo nkoye bibi na mfa how bia ma honom every say krono adampan ya che MPP for tena so bibi papa bia no ma sheda ye Kuapem South Kuapem no copy mo pre okre enti sabre Paul Ofel or sign such a nice gentleman awabase MC work Kuapem South or babe bo adwuma wo mo support no na Kuapem South no Kuapem ma yemfa ne chama pa bi mfra yes mawie
me da se obrempo na tere kana no pe ma me mouse kan fangu botom win big live large Power FM ye de maw mega cash no ye guso amanfo etwa ede anopei ukwa adwuma na baby a ote a wotemenka fa phone no network bia uyusu bia star 426*5# bo na unsu twa mega cash lucky box no ye biem obetumi di up to 500,000 Ghana cedis. Power FM ye na ye de maw mega cash lucky box undi 80 years awuntumi entwa bi kan huru se National Lotteries Authority characters platform no so no eho ena ye da eti no libilibi no labalaba edem krojin utwa na wudi nkwa de onsa ebeka wo eye gusika kan hunu sense se kakra enso ebata ho ensem bebre wo ho mampanyin akwa launch national apprenticeship program yebeka ho asem kwan be so na mampanyin epesa wo fa na wo de tackle youth unemployment yebedi eno so nkomo ha any good governance experience na Ghana for ye peno kwan be so ena mampanyin ne na soafo ne omo awayi omo se wo momra mbeboa no wona bem no wo metumi aboa later on the show member of parliament for Tano South eye me ankasa menua Charles Akwesi Asiedu obeba na aba betena se na ya bonkomo ma yetwa ye homra monkoso amfa mo messages ne mbra mekan ni nyina ye de ama emrepem yetwa ye ho ba wi a nkomo na aka ni nyina yeto aso
ma yemfa nche asonko ema yahwefo ene yetiefo a mohwe ye na mutie ye nsabri True What Pharmaceutical Company Limited ena mama enano pensu ye ni mu adi ahia na ebi ana enani da edikan a ohwe yen ana wutie yen e wasa platform we so a True What Pharmaceutical Company Limited eye Indian company kese a yaso ye no ewo India na ye no ne ebi wo wiase afa na nyina ebi abedru Ghana hanom ama Food and Drugs Authority aye nhwehwemu ade afa ye no ho agye atomu se eye papa enti Ghana for emfamo wo ho ban enu aye de abadwaman so no edoso ye breni so enti ye ntumi enkasa mfa ni nyina ho na mom yiwaso ye ntumi amo yare so a ye de enkasa ne ba wie ye de telephone numbers no ebetu dwane yare bia edu nya no watumi afre na woni yen asusu ho ana woni ye de ho nkomo edura ye bi kan kasa fa ho ene eye True What Vision Capsules. True What Vision Capsules no eye eni ho adwuma mepacho mama yare wo hoi ya na eni yare nso ya nipadua na akwa nyina yen kane anyame de ama yen eye ye eni enti se wani no eho tochima ewo se umani hia wo eduro ba kwa ebetimi aboa wo eye True What Vision Capsules ye no ni nyina eye India hama ene yakeka bomu a ye de aye ye no yi mepacho ebi ana wako hospital na doctor kacho se pressure bu wani no so ana wanya glaucoma mepacho wote hono ma na ayese wani no esu yo hene o pesa ayekoko na epru nsuo uda sori anopa na hwe lighter na wani no esu ayo ble ade benwo a unhunu ade wo akire a unhunu ye wo bi wo ho a ade sa na esumadu no kra wo sa oha wo nyina eduro ba ko ebetimi aboa wo eye True What Vision Capsules ɛno ɛna ɛwɔ sɛ woma wo nsa ka na w'ani yareɛ no ɛtumi ɛboa wo ɛwɔ akwan ahodoɔ nyinaa ɛso afei obi a ɛtɛ asi w'ani so ne broni ka ne cataract woyɛ obi a ɛtɛ asi w'ani so a mepakyɛw ɛduru ɛwɔ sɛ ɔhwɛ n'akyi akwan ɛyɛ true world vision capsules ɛtɛ no ɛfifi ani so a ɛbɔ yɛ nkayɛ ɛfifi ketekete nkakra na ɛyɛ kɛse kata w'ani kɔhyia lens ne nyinaa so wontu anammɔ na wɔmpɛ duru a dadi ɛba bɛduru mpɛmpɛnsuo bi a ɛbɛkata w'ani kɔhyia lens ne nyinaa so nti nyɛ adeɛ a wobɛtumi ahu no adeɛ biem ama no ayɛye wowɔ sa ɔha wei nyinaa ɛntwɛn ɛmma w'ani no ɛmfira indianfoɔ aduru papapa a ɛwɔ dwaman so na ɛbɛboa wo ɛyɛ true world vision capsules mepacho uji true world vision capsules na aya kai na ji yedru a eye powder ya ye friend true world stem cell no uji vision capsules na waje yedru na eye powder no so e de aka ho na enu atimi aboa wo afi yedru etoso mienu amekasa fa ho ena no pai eye joint fortis ne eye adwuma e wo ye numpem ene ya poso mama awonam tutuo e wo so wonam nyina eye obete usisi yo ya ojo ho a enji etweba oto ase ebesi o nanse ne ye ka ne siatica yi mepacho obi a okotodwa ho no emututu waposo nyina ene yi eye joint fortis intino ama saa honam yi yaw ene yi yaw a wote no waposo cartilage na ho awiwi ama oti pains ni nyina no unya joint fortis na ebeyi saa ohaw ni nyina afi ho am wasumadwo mepacho hye ne nsoma me enye painkiller na mom ni akɔfa yi yaw no ede aba unipadua no mu no eba bi yi ni nyina afi ho nom ama oho ato ama wasumadwo yedru a amanfo edi ho adanse na mepese me kasa fa ho eye nerve alive no eye entinimu adwuma ye woni pa bebre e wo ho no ma mama omu wo entinimu yare nanso wo mu nim se ohawa wo mu efamu no eye entinimu yare enu ntina mepese wo yi wasum na utie enchemu ni ye obi bebisa se me wo entinimu yare kra me ede hu se me wo entinimu yare unya entinimu yare a ema unsa etimi ye otitriti unan etimi ye otitriti ewo ho a na waposo na waye mre mepache unya entinimu yare obi ho na wonante a na yese panie ana pin ewo unamu unsensunso we nyina na echewo se wonya entinimu yare unya entinimu yare na mepache insunso ba ko uhunu ni se ewo ho no ma unsa odi so ade a enyunumu ana ade a ehyimu a aya na unya atenka bia se bi waso ade a enyunu ana ade a ehyimu utehu sensunso we nso a na wonya entinimu yare ni bi unya entinimu yare na uye bema etumi ma unya enemu mreye entu uye bema na waye mre ewo hete so a mepacho ebetumi abase entinimu yare ene wonya nti a akofasa ohawi ede aba na India fo do tatahwe amanfo edi ho adanse na amanfo ajetuma eye entinimu adwuma ye pa eye nerve alive ewo se utumi ma onsa eka nerve alive ni bi afen so uye bema na sabi mpreduasa ewo hono ma na waposo eyo mremre na ohunam nyina eyo ya okutudwum etumi yo mre wonante ananante ho aye din edi amawo we nyina no eye entinimu yare ensunsuanso a uhuna ewo se uhunu se wenya entinimu yare a ewo se ohwehwe Indian fo dru papa yedi Indian hama ena ya ye friend nerve alive uma onseka bia mama ebeboa papa ye wo me fortis wo hono ma ye nuanom ne ye papa no ma mo ye mre ewo kete so mo ma monsaka me fortis ni bia mo nso ebeboa mo enye enu a wo nom na se bi wetimi abo adwuma ne na chena wo pese wo bo adwuma wontimi emu adwuma ye nu a ye de badwaman so no edoso mo nya diabetes ye wo mu no mo nya stroke hypertension mo nya koku enamu yare gondo eni sanro enyare ni nyina no ye wo mu no ewo honom esan ebrenti no ye ntumi emubo ni nyina so me paacho wo hwe yen ewo TV no so ana wo tie yen wo radio no so a fa ye number no na fa yen sisi ya ye no ya to apete Ghana fa na babia wo no ye betre pharmacy drugstore ana herbal shop a obenya ye no ni bi ato ye number no eye 0558 724 302 0558 724 302 0558 724 302 and a 059 558 2628 059 558 2628 mepacho mo hwe yen ewo TV no so no mo bon se yen no ni nyina ye kasa no ye di mfonyine no e de ato ho no ma yen contact numbers ni nyina nso egu screen so bomodia na fa yen sisi ye na ye re bi a edu nya no yen fa India fo du papa enka na emo wontumi nya wayaresa ye da yahwefo eni ye tifo nyina ase.
Abusha from Amuina Kwaba, great one coming from the camp of that KD, that a KD. Odomo Niji. Anope Mamin Kassem Bijo, MTN Ghana, SMN Cassette, say almost same card in 10 Ghana cities. It's a baby Albaqua auto MTN SIM card no. Ship na ya di chef phone mono koto MTN kwa dia memo bi anton ma umro 10 Ghana. Obetibi akọ MTN service center bi e ben wa na se connect store bi e ben wo. Na no pay okwa kopa MTN. Na so aba be ka MTN abusuakuo kese no ho. Ye woni ma bebre wo MTN so a e be ma wani age. Eti ne wo pese what phone now per network papa so akwa. Kai hunu say MTN gesem no so ye 10 Ghana cedis. All you need is your Ghana card. Do MTN connect store bia and MTN service center bia. You better register ma fair now so abeka MTN ebusuakuo kese no ho pa. MTN everywhere you go. Polo Ghana Limited. SMN Kancho Seminu aba women's no a problem. Ahimfi ho nyama nsada nkoye. First no nanka odi about 5 days. They say I cut 3 days and now 2 days. Say ekoso chesa e betumi ama problem. Eti kope Polo Ghana Limited for draw wom dia buy friend Araba Bazin pills. Araba Bazin pills. I know and I'm a comfort the amount of ba and I no pay. Kono kope de betumi aboa ebo ama wanya regular flow no. Na say him feel ho. Ebe mamo JD fusani ye na fe wa your besima. Pharmacy shop be obenya Polo Limited for. One more Araba Bazin pills be ye man kwa na enom. Ducat Pharmacy Wakaswa, Unicom Chemist or Malam Junction. Oson's Chemicals or Dabraka. Ecus Pharmacy or Shaman. Frezo 244-139-176. 0244-139-176. In Chile, be a Chemi Diabiano or from our one more and no ever to train. And then second me on. So like Foguso, a free screening no. Solak Natural Clinic. Omogusu ye free screening no. Ewo ye Royal Castle Road ye ben Harvard Senior High School ewo Kokomlemle. Eti yare bia wo so anase wan kasa na wutie me no. Na nsa se wede no niam ankoyie kono kohwe umoje mu na yenhwe ne ha wo. Eye free. Yenko Solak aso ye na ye ne eye menua ohene babo amabane enkobo enkomo. Solak Natural Clinic Dr. Solomon Apiakubi edano. Eho ena ye kwakobo nkomo. Apomodin komo mafideni na ya.
And on the second and at this free house screening no ebe koso be kire me bosom no ya ye kowura mu no ne da edikan ene ne da etosom ye no 2 days ne nyina no etemu ewo kokomlemre na dwumadi a ebe koso no ejina eye kidney liver afei obi a ojonso a owo problem chlamydia hepatitis A, B, C, D no. Ni nyina no de ba obehwe. Sexual weakness, typhoid fever, and diabetes, ne hypertension, ne enuoma hodwa eka ni nyina no. Obehwe na wasaw yade o. Na me yemfa no mako. On the first and on the second, brasa free health screening ni bi. Emfa ni agro. Minim de enti a me kan fo sa enuoma na ma wunim. Oman we no aye wo mu no etomre bi a yemfa apomdin so serious apomuden yadeɛ bi a ehia panti mpanimfo sɛ bambo atrema ɛyɛ kyɛn ayaresa bokiti abrɔfo nim yɛ bate nim yɛ because me no me no sɛ yare nka yɛ nto fam a ɛyɛ na ɛden sɛ betumi akɔse yɛkɔyɛ check up ni yakɔ akɔhwɛ sɛ yɛ ho yɛ ana yɛ ho yɛ me no me no nyina de yakɔso no yɛdi fo and sadeɛ wei akɔso for several times enti yade a enkum broni no saa yade no eku bibini because by the time nipa no adwen beba na ho so sɛ ma me nkɔ na me nkɔnkɔ me ho yade no na ni beba na ho so no na bia wowuo afa ne dada yɛwɔ yade a wodoɔ bebree wɔ wiase a ɛnsɛ nipa bi adedi agorɔ ma me ka asɛm no korɛ nkyerɛ wo yɛwɔ yade a wodoɔ bebree wɔ wiase a wɔ nipa wodidi agorɔ wobɛwu ntam especially kidney and liver na wanya konya say doctor say on the first and on the second bra na won hwewo na nuoma betumi yakoso Ghana for tutu anamon na on the first and on the second kosia doctor won say your organs bi a internal organs e woni padua mu empie sapompo bo nsa ho a wodi aduro betare so na wo kidney no eseye a wo be de no wahu wo liver eseye a wo be de no wahu enu nti na ho ahia say on the first and on the second no osu betu anamon no wakosolak natural clinic na wodi emfidie a check wo kidney no ni liver no ese eye anenye what you say hwe se wonwa wada dialysis so no eka wakosamo kire wo a owire beho seven prebiasa bi wo ha je wo 3 times a week bi wo ha je wo 4 times a week obi wo ha ontumi nyane nan ontumi nyonso etiju okoda fidie no so na afidie no ayi seven prebiasa na janan ne jonso no e de afiri ne mogya ne obi wo ha week no 7 no de okọ 4 bi kọ 5 ukobia so otua etomre bi ye ho etumi kọ strike on beba na ni pawu etina da bia me ka kyew say wo kidney ne wo liver de wo te say enkwada kura na ebo nkro na o ka ho asem akọ na kọ check bi wudu solak natural clinic obe check kidney no ene liver no no won se na ho oden te sen egyina yie a otwedi ampon adom no enupa ya wode be saw yade ma hoato abroso abosome abroso kura 2 months na ukọ na wenum nyina no ena solak se wode ya wo ba OPD ho de be koso tester ye be ye ode ye be ye nyina no free of charge untuare nebom wo ba for 500 Ghana cedis fa kura wansem wo de ba na ba be dura se problem wo ho a enuro na ye de be ma wo no na wo de atua bi ne nkyere se kobra na betua bi da bi 500 Ghana no wo je a wo wie wo be hwe wo ato se ho beto wo ba na se problem bi aso ne ho a wo de sika kofi ba sadia me ka ye se bambo atrema ye kya yare sabokiti no etomre bi a eye so bebo ho ban wo be hwe wediem no wo yade a ebe pra wo yade ebe ku no wo bo ho ban de afiri ne ho dan se yade ne be ka wato ho na aba 50-50 so betumi anya nkwa sese ya me no ka sei se wo pe enchetiremu bi a ye guso a ye koi na wo frɛ enchetiremu no beba eye 0553 93 2631 0553 93 2631 0553 93 2631 ye gusu a ye din komoko ni nyina no na nso ofre ebisam me kidney me liver hwe yade ba ko bi wo ho a very dangerous ɛka fever musuakuo ne ho ne yɛfrɛ no typhoid fever wonim sɛ wote fie a wopɛ ntɔkɔ a wɔhwɛ yɛ wobɛka sɛ obi ato aduro ɛnso na yɛ typhoid na ɛku the way yɛ typhoid bɛsi asoso mu the way yɛ typhoid bɛno ko kakra me say me was secondary school I think SS1 or SS2 ni our classmate bi ni o sahwiwi ase ɛhɔ ni a friend Daniel Brown ofrimu initially no na manfo nabusuafo nim se yato na duro but later ana beto dwa se ɛyɛ typhoid na ekunu typhoid ba foforo de na nya izo ɛso mu akaw solak ɛbɛhwɛ typhoid wɔ hɔ sada no ɔbɛkyɛke na wɔkyɛke na typhoid ni bi ɛwɔ mogya mu a wɔma waduru a wɔde bɛsɔ ano typhoid by the time wɔbɛyi ne ho adi no na ɔbɛprawo saa yadeɛ no wɔte sɛ bɔnsam no wama wɔba so ɔbɛkum no wɔwia ɔba so ɔbɛwia no wakum no wasɛ wɔ saa na saa yadeɛ no ɛteɛ afei adeɛ baako bi mu a ɛho yɛ hu paa ɛyɛ prostrate menua ɛtɔmbrɛ bi a yɛnka nsɛm nti yɛdi aduane o anka mɛka asɛm bi akyerɛ wo nnɛ ɛwɔ prostrate ho mene wɔ pani bi hyiaeɛ na solaka na yɛhyiaeɛ no na solak ɛbɔ dawuro ɛde fa prostrate ho ɛna nipa no ka kyerɛ sɛ ɔhene bama radio no nkɔfam na papa wei deɛ ɔkasa a ɛyɛ ne ne kora wɔ masom ne keka me yɛtie ne tam kora woyɛ show yi ɔbɛba so no ɔba so a ne ma yi afiri hɔ ɔkɔ a ne ma ba ɛnam se o wɔwaduro te sɛ prostrate sei wɔwaduro paa na meka sɛ nsɛm no kyerɛ panin no na panin no wɔ Kumase meka asɛm no kyerɛ no so ɔhene bɛgyagyagyagyagya mede abibiduro deɛ menyini ɛnam so wobɛtumi agye aduro no bi ahwɛ because ɛwɔ mu ɛyɛ menom bi because bɛrima deɛ wowɔ hɔ a o prostrate ɛyɛ no wɔtake it serious ɔso menua yɛne nkɔmmɔ foforɔ am deɛ prostrate yɛ memfa ɛho asɛm one day mewɔ hɔ a na ɔfrɛ me sɛ ɔkɔyɛ prostrate ɔkɔyɛ wanya prostrate enlargement nti ɔkɔ no wakɔyɛ surgery ɔkɔyɛ wama bi ɔkɔyɛ surgery no wama bi menua sɛ papa tie me na nka bi ɔma solak ma na aduro no bia aduro no enku o ɛbɛbɔ ho ban ɛbɛsa wo yadeɛ wonom na nsa wo yadeɛ koraa enku sɛ saa aduro no na ɔnom yɛ ɛna wɔfiri mu a ankɛnnɛ solak lances ankɛmɛde afiri ne nsɛm but ɔkɔ hospital kɔ wu yɛ deɛ ɛyɛ hospital menua braneɛ nkyɛke o prostrate ne ma wo sɛ o prostrate no ɛyɛ kɛseɛ ana ɛyɛ ketewa no bra solak wɔ na wɔn kyɛke ma wo yadeɛ no dɔso bebe chlamydia ma wode poa yadeɛ yi a ɛma na yɛasɛ hwe no ne wɔ su ne nyina fabra diabetes fabra fever fabra hypertension o pressure na wɔ soro solak waduro bi wɔde tu pressure se ɛte sɛ tea no menua mefiri prison by na me pressure no number 200 ɔma me bi me de tu nsuohyie mu a ne ma nom no kɛkɛ ɛno ano no bra na wɔma waduro na duro ɛwɔ solak on the 1st and on the 2nd of May 2025 yi ɛna dwumadie no ɛbɛkɔ so ɛyɛ free health screening bato ba fiska akra bɛ 500 cedis bi fakuta wɔn nsɛm OPD everything bibi a treatment no nkoa no ɛna aduro no wobɛtua mu ebi ɔbɛkyɛm bɛ miɛnsa no watua baako which is the 500 cedis no a mɛka ho asɛm no ituba yadeɛ no dɔso bebree ma no a mopɛ awoɔ nasefo nyina no momfa mmra wobɛtumi afrɛ number wei 0553 932631 0553 932631 0553 932631
yada se ɔhene babo amabane ɛna ɔde yɛkɔ solak natural clinic na wɔnde yɛ ɛkɔbɔ nkɔmɔ no na solak for free screening no ɛkɔ so ɛna no pɛya ɛwɔ kokomlemle won kran ha say eti kɔ na kɔye free screening ni bi yade bi ya kɔ oduru hɔ say yen screening ye be screening ye hu say yade bi e hye already enum de a na yaye wild na wa pe kakra e de akɔ akɔtɔ eduro eti eno ho asɛm nso eno no
Odokura baba beni otona obada bankrani niwe niwa mi wanwo Odokura baba beni otona obada bankrani niwe niwa mi niwo Don't you mean your banner?
Let's talk educational consult. Semen kanjo say ndey. Wobana wadi 6 months. Call pim best 6 years. No ye jeno. Ye you see in the curriculum, element to zero curriculum. And I had the chair colana. Ye chair entrepreneurship. Ye chair art, creative art, technology, and public speaking. Say wobano osua kasa a ehwo tie won collaborate. It's Let's Talk Educational Consult and bet me account for the amount. I did then say you go school 12 months in until say what person or ban it now on chain dear or beko suku sa the suku face no so a broad the form pa ocean near man quarantine suya and near my woman diagra you obani befiabos and sakraya bana brabo it's over 10 man or sakumono or nungwa o teshi osu laboni cantonment adabraka obetume de obana ba Let's Talk Educational Consult yatra de pa prayen 0249069821 0249069821 Jana batre waso jagu mi so mama no ama bini mayefugo amfane nko mabasu nimi Otama being dada, the gummy shigege. Don't sell me what in Ghana, Optimin Gani, you what in Ghana. Odonya Mrade, Hufi. As a Friday morning, good morning going out to you, Ali. Oje Jumadi, Ewo, Bogos, Western region, where the job was even for Niagara, Ali Medasi. Make them the 10 by 10. Francis and Wakando, Piesie Okrah live. Monko Swanche. A higher than 70 now. Thirty-two minutes after 8, here come the Moses Herbal Clinic. Now, if you come and I'm here, my free screening. Good morning.
Good morning.
Akwaba. Minia Prince was say Abba. And you know where I want.
Easy. But with me high life, I'm a pepper. Yeah, Piesie.
Yeah, Piesie.
Yeah.
And I'm a bomber. Don't worry. Oh, sorry, so that's why when Baba Ramano. And you can get put you. That's why when Baba Ramano. Sorry, now your body Amano. Dr. Prince was saying, Medimos is 31 years. Last year, 30 years. Last year, I'm with 30 years anniversary. It's more than 31. And no, screening the course saying,
Minia, and Rana Esewani.
I'm on for buy.
I'm for buy.
A Jim on some. Got a funny idea free.
Maybe I say, yeah, na, was a sounds you beam because already this year, I think this is the fourth one I hear.
Okay.
And from what is what the look of things, and I'm sure say enche yebesa fufro because abreni abribiano ye free screening na enkrofo esom and ya na ye niji say bibisa so ekoso because eboya with data say healthcare and I say e ba say uhwe nipa ehun say de ekwa uhia data uhia numbers na ode atimi aye research ye nti eno no etimi eboa me hu nse de bia ye ka prostate ho asem ya advocate ye boa nkrofo se de be ya omu betimi abomu prostate ho van na ehu behia se ye hu se e be education aye no the impactor etimi ede ma society no nti se ebo de ro na nkrofo ba emie hu se ama nkrofo
now no omen aye aware say bibi saa ewo ho no mu a enti no ewo so mutimi ebo ho ban enti ye da obi bia anura otimi ebeka ye ho ase na ye hwe anim for another one because ye pon na say still na ebi mu eba but eden was ye pon enti obi nso ayentimi ahwe no ye sre no enye bo apayo besa so ebie another opportunity dey at home.
I see Medimosis for Yadamasi anopay den na mo pese Ghana for tiase from Medimosis Herbal Center ano when put a clinic and prostate center
no no on say ye free screening no me who say prostate no do ye bo the ro amount for but still now it's on the rise.
Wow.
I think say was still now ye finding out what is actually causing it because ye nim say wo nyine na kosro there but ye will be munso a o manyine omu eni ohaw ne bi enti dey na edanso enti ehonum na say enra ye wie eno ye some meeting be management no analyze said the outcome no esiti enti they say no as a direction akwa kwan be na e be faso a betimi aboye ho ban a ema no konkodru sa pempen so no enti eno ana say no ye hwe and I believe say pina akwa ye lifestyle said ye see ye nema ye didie mu ne said yes o hwe kane na omu ekwefom a lot obi ohonom so a oye physically active and I say dwuma oye no involving enti enuane bi ohonom kra wodi a obody no ebe bene eye energy no but say no hwe amu a you do a lot of junk foods. You did near emu edu ne ya chiche ne ade no more, but then no you sheda enfanye edwumaden and I say sheda enyusu energy no enfanye edwuma. Inti no enam so emma eye na your body no get used to some of these things. Na ama free radicals, make free radicals. And no ye niema say ewe ye nipeduem na say niema enye ewe ye nipeduem. Ana ohwe eye kanene so ana enkrofo na etai efa eye ebibidro and I say herbal medicines so yeah one of the things it me MOP ups are free radicals no
okay
and I say enema enye ewe ni peduen metimi eyi free enti bibit say eye Medimosis prosecute no ye no in such a way say eno no contain certain antioxidants eno no etimi eboa MOP up some of these free radicals enti oma mostly omu eda Medimosis prosecute so no ubon say obenu medro bi no ni prostate yaren but obenu medro na obeba so obe check no na still na bibia okay but then no na nimfi akonanim enti eno no one of the things ayetimi hu say eno no timi boa reduce some of symptoms and I say etimi eboa ma yeti hu free prostate yare no ehu eti mostly omu edru to say be 30-40 years almost start to say omu efa prosecute no obenyini edru ne pain face no utimi say still na ne prostate no ahoden ewom because enema odini ade nyina no or fatty na eno so no etimi eboa eyisa free radicals no edi free antioxidants no a ewom no one of the things that preventing most of these cancers etimi ekoso ewo nipadua no mohwe mema so prostate cancer no one of the major things eno no etimi eha mema I kamia ise be mebia no
oba ebibremu ha eno na ye cancer
yes. ekum mema
cancer ekum before mema pa prostate cancer no
yeah
denti na ese obi mane yem hye no se won konya prostate cancer ni bi na won start na bi a won menom mo prostate bi
prostate cancer no on say the cancer ye can ho asema etie no one of the things etimi spread apart from say affected prostate na affected Johnson ade no cancer so etimi etre na etre location of prostate na etimi affect waist and one of the major things enkrofo etai experience into bo say obi ohod mo nyina na afi no ase ni sisi ne ya ene obehwem no na ni prostate no na ayekese a start spread echo ne waist ne pelvic bones no enti basa it me dey be a friend osteoporosis and I say it me man ne nompe no ewe and I say ne nompe no timi nye na adwuma yie na afi no ama ontimi nantie ti obi ohod ma otimi say no ye active but say no obehu na se bio oti wheelchair mu because ontimi nantie and no one of the major things apart from say the rubber show bemen they see him say no honum but a sense etimi affect bones no said America no as an affect me spread there echo liver ana afei o lungs mo enti ekokodru san pempen so na wo say o liver no o lungs no yɛ ahrawa na ɛno no ɛboa ma otimi
ɛhome no
yes enti say ko affect na wo be so afei no no asa wa start nya respiratory distress ase untimi home yie wo ye bibi kakra na ase wa bre because o body no untimi nya enough oxygen because lungs nim na gaseous exchange and I say oxygen na we inhale no etimi ekoso eko nipadua nim eye enti se bia cancer no prostate cancer need to me spread echo that organ nim a it means a bit me affect our ability to even breathe. It will say Obeba Hospital be check a free BSPO2 oxygen saturation no. You be check no none there no air form. Mostly na also when you be 98 99 at the aircon.
Okay.
But obi o more Obeba no na ne there no any number 90 any less than that. Oh, enti na eno na Ebasa Okrah Hospital na the oxygen so because oxygen saturation na ya there ehun ehia pa.
Na say prostate cancer no say nipa nya ehun
enye se ye hunu na amanfo de but ya de ase wo hospital no na wo hu se de obi de etimi aya kodrum pempenso bi a ya na ahomete so enti yem pese ebedru san pempenso because ye nim the outcome enti na ya na de bia ye sre ye gibre na ye kyerɛkyerɛ ye prostate hu se de be ya abribia no ye betimi hu enti na ya ye sa free screening se de be ya obi abetimi enya ye opportunity enti ma se o ebi a the adwumenti no oni adaje and I say BS kasemunti no wontimi benefit from it but most is on your foundation a omo eso as it is a free screening ya nyina no enye se bia ye ho na teye ana ye bibia ye de asi akoma so wo hwe adwumaru na ne papa start clinic no one of the things na edana akoma so enti ade a legacy bia yen so wo se etoa so se de be ya obia obetimi anase be me bia betimi enya sa advantage no because na advocacy na kwakoye ema kwa de your breast cancer ne cervical cancer awareness ne support groups ne ade but do share prostate na yen shede ni obia ase we ne ho asi ho se all ka prostate ni wasem but eno so ade a eno so etimi ha mema pant na hu behia se medmosis etimi ebo ho dero ema manfo etimi ehu enti eno bibia ye de asi akoma so nti sabre say the free screening no etwem but then no say them kind of foundation no ewo honum say be me bi opese o checking the prostate na kwenya ewo honum eno no uba discounted because uhwe other facilities say oko check your prostate ebi mu spend as much as 500 cedis to do PSA PSA no blood test no and a scan no ebi mu to spend as much as 500 cedis to do some of these tests but say oba medmosis both scan any PSA no enu 200 cedis. It is scan on the PSA ni mienu nyina no ubetimi aye at a discounted amount ewo medmosis ya so honum enti we no akwenya amount say ubetimi etimi a check your prostate no na wahu say the ACT medmosis branches bia obeko bia no ade say sa akwenya ewo honum ti bia ehu hia say bia obese bia oba hospital you can just walk in okọ facility honum a o say o de opese o check your prostate eno no ye be direct amwako scan center honum na afi yetimi etwa prostate no de ama no hu se de esitie ne akyerɛkyerɛ mu se hu hia se ye do to adro so ye do beto adro so se hu hia so a ye betimi advice on eniema ewo se otimi ema bibia etimi ekoyi de ema ema ne so no ye nyae omumu ema ne so no na ye cheke se de oma wo de esitie because fertility issues de a eno so no ehu etimi ehia pa ana afi no ema adro femacure X no eno so ewo honum se eba menstrual issues say bia your ba ubun sa otia o your ba umoja no say bi entimi emmeye o your ba ebia na watenka ewo form femacure X no eno no eboa increase libido contain plant based hormonal product eno no eno natural hormone no it's adwuma ye nti wo so ba bi ho no ma ontimi monensa for a very long time because the hormones no when you be a friend say hormonal imbalance and I say the testosterone levels no adults so testosterone no mema hormone but a man being so will be say a cock does no ba ni mu na afi no at some of these hormonal imbalances no etimi aba femacure X no ni juma edi ni say ebema or natural hormone as oba no estrogen any other hormones na eboa ema oba etimi oba no etimi ebustino ama bibia etimi akoye ana afi so ye afromosis ana mediplus eno no mema edra eboa with vitality
because who say mema pina sebi onyina na nimrayo ne ade eba ana afenso no because of your rabbit say hypertension and diabetes no be honoma offer enro na ama ne sexual performance etimi akofom ye de yesi to so efa wonro no but offer unro no na wenya edra no betimi aboa boost sexual performance because uja enro ne fine also can lead to so many complications because ebimu yenim say ebimu jai omu BP edrofa because onim say ebema ne mema sem akofom ujai ne sugar edrofa because ebema ne mema sem akofom but then ujaya there are other complications that ubetimi enya as a result of say wejai enro ne fano it made Moses there yesi to so far unro no but then yenso ya edra ebetimi counter the side effects of enro na ofano eno afromosis any mediplus ebetimi aboa ama ahoden etimi abo bi so ho ni sayare mu bia but naturally no na hoden ekofom afromosis any mediplus no eno ebetimi aboa ama sa ahoden no etimi aba anafe medimosis garlic capsules shenen so se eno kwa ne garlic edura ye de cinnamon ahyene den de enti ye de cinnamon ahyene den se eboa ema onya garlic ne mu enupa eboa with blood flow eboa with circulation to bi otena se na se achi no ene ade no ade se medimosis garlic capsules no eno ebetimi aboa na enro nyina no okọ drugstore bia obetimi enya bi na ode ade odwuma okọ drugstore bia also medimosis enupa ne bi Prostacure T any Prostacure X capsules Femacure X capsules afromosis ana mediplus ana fe medimosis garlic capsules no okọ drugstore bia obetimi enya bi ohwehwe ya ye kira kwan no ewo adenta barrier ho na ye head office no ewo adenta barrier every madina do ani kire bre adenta police station no osabenkum so ho na obenya ye ewo honum afi o tema o ashama na eje kojo school for the deaf enchen ho no ye another branch enso ewo ho ehon so no ba ebetimi ahwe aboa ama bibia akoye ediama ana afi no o Accra Central ASL building Ministry of Road and Highway edani mo ano ye another branch enso ewo honum Kumasi nso no ye ahenema kokoben eho ana obenya ye number ye didi dwuma no 0244 068-447 we no doctor penyin number ntu fra bibie how bia no obia hia doctor number won the phone so said the bear say bibi etechima ni pedua ni ma obetimi afre no achirechiri mu achire no na watimi aboa number no 0244 068-447 0244-068-447 eno doctor penyin number ofra obeje ofel so ama bibia akoyi
mera seminu apres say anope obaye ebe kan ye ho ojo ya apres no
wa ma me nko
meba ma don't worry Dr. Preso said at in Kano from Medimosis Herbal Clinic and Prostate Center prostate ni de ya emu ohu pa nya asem ke 20 Mr. Ayana wa check and no ye free screening was ye nche wo mbesan aye foforo biom na eti no obetumi akọ na wonso akọ ye wonso de TV co break right ye twa ho aba ye twa ho aba ye ba honorable member of parliament for ye Tano South beba be comments amenu cha se siedu na yabo enkomo ewo fudwema ye twa ye ho tew ye ba ye betoa ye enkomo no so
Adolfo ye tietie obibia emobibia kwaba sonkokra abusia yare ben na ehawo yare ben na ye kwankra wo de chinchina wunya anuye and to bray na me come for Lion Age Clinic Ghana Enfama ahankwa na abepiem a ye de bibidro esaw yare ema wunya sunsunsansu bani bia abusia se yarefo ebepiem e Lion Age Clinic Ghana Dr. Biodo amobrase ni ahofama sonkokra na hwe yarefo no ema ne botono abusia se oba bepiem wa haseya yesa enam yare bi te say syphilis gonorrhea candidiasis jaripo do na nim se a friend of white no ye ya papini ewom ewa hase abusia oya bema ukosine ni mu a wontimi mu adwuma emiema mo okiafana Lion Age Clinic Sebra no fa bibidro ema wona wona so se bema mapa se wo so so yoba anasa warefo mo peba wonya bi Machina Bre, Brabbe Piemo, our Lion Age Clinic Ghana, now the Tiapo Frosum, and will fear.
I don't follow motion me, Mosun for Cofinti. A breaker crane me yare, Anna Medaho. Madame Fudiban in Chain, no introducing Lion Age Clinic Ghana, mammy. Let me 2 hours mono. The coy and the motion, a moment me do, and let me want to me to wow, show me out when it does was. They can follow me to Ghana mouse and so 2 hours more bra. Now bring a wire, sir.
Salam alaikum. Nazo and go sibiti. I'm not you and the Nazo she Yaga Antriti Nasa Masonki. Yes, I do wonder is you Musumi Duka. The Yoko career zone one or Sibitinga. That this Amasoki, the Soki Kumokudi, Bow any charge. Inshallah, that's Amasoki.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Maxwell Aziz Mensah. I'm the founder and senior doctor of Lineage Clinic Ghana. Our mission is to provide you with exceptional herbal medicine treatment and holistic healthcare to all our patients. With our team of dedicated staff and innovative treatment, we are here to support you to becoming a healthier you. Thank you for trusting Lineage Clinic Ghana. Lineage Clinic Ghana, your #1 healthcare expert.
Near what channel, Afedia, LPA, or Yania Hochano to a Mega Cash Lucky Box, and a bit Dewey Wooduma. Where your game will be disca, instant cash prize. For phone number short code, *426*5#. And no, a packing crime. Mega Cash Lucky Box, and your name crash or better. Dial short code, *426*5#. Our all network. Follow prompt no. Natural so Lucky Box. Never see case shemuno. Nina yawodia. We bet near the 500,000 Ghana cedis. Ane 5 billion. Siano Sisa Sanshi Shay and Ella Giatum. Our Caritas lottery platform. So, Mr. Shaka Crow.
Yɛfɛm na fa me taxi driver na enka ne na misisi ɛso misisi ama aka me na to na twetwe me nya 3p garlic misa no aboa me pa
adunu asa miracle bi wo adunu kyese mafu no kra se die sia twimi anka se me humi esi so se me humi ana esi so obeka se die bibi hye me so bi no ni na ye normal ni BP na ti no ti pa me sa 3 days ni na adunu anka se de nyankopon de ayi bi ahodi che ma ebi enya sam ketwa ana se we de me fro aka so na me fa hye me nkwa no
me de abe fa se 3 years ni ana asa me gina ho a me na mu se shinya hye me kwa me de ameko bi amu so much me dru abe 6 years ni o tema ti am ye maji se ene me jaina nti saya le nem kum preko ene 4 days ana me koto 3 garlic mixture ni tema me kase yankupo ni yam se ende ya me no kase me ho atomi a me dwen wa me ntiase
3p garlic mixture ubenya bi wo mamu pharmaceutical shops and herbal shops Fred Piwak e wo 02489288824 and 020100002.
I said that the Kadin Kwan, a woman de Mamma. It's a Friday morning. Adamuina says, some trust and a fame, my buana modem of Fidia to us. Say live on TV XYZ that a fan I'll do a Fidia to I. Dwaboase, ya baba drain on mine no. Now for ya can sama a bit to me a buana push your mine. I couldn't name ye. And nunti and I abba betnaha. Say now, ya baba bon come member of parliament for Tano South, me and Casamiano no. Minia Charles Siedu, honorable. Honorable Akaba.
I don't know, sir.
Sir, we are Minia, but say about video was right.
No percent Kakakosi. What they call you? Kaneko.
Minia Kazi.
Kaneko.
Matia, Akwesi Bibia Boko de.
Yamiadom.
Nice. Na constituency Boko.
Now, so what to say?
Oh, Yamiadom.
Meeting who ever.
Sound
who knew him. Eh.
And some of the Kroma then say what happened. Na senior you were your mama see speed no. What make you proud though? Anna
constituency boko. Odi kabisa ka asem yefi. Na mi adum constituency boko am say bet say 4 or 5 weeks nia. Meka ne say parliament kwa na ho megie mu de. Yes, your constituency sa.
Okay.
Yeah, boy adwuma.
Onnam techimantia.
Ofre
na onnam bro sankro.
Baby, omo won ho na bo no boko na men kansem.
Na bro sankro nam dema.
Nyame adom bibia boko ho. Yeda president Mahama se.
Okay.
Esan se bibia ni ho betimi aye e dia se ye a ye bone chidom na ye di nanum kasa eye campaign no bibia no betimi aye dia hye animonyam esen de o ye. Esan se miwo constituency obia ba nani age even though say there are some other challenges ye hwese nyankopon ya adom no so beduru ho na yetima ye free ho but enkofo ewa rehemu ewa anigye mu se de was starting no ade a ebeboa o man no ene timamufo say the nankofo issues kakra ho ene say as the politics na ye no obehu say yesi obi ediga na sika na afi yabo nipa ne din wo de beye na ya ne politics wonran na akwakoda ntubo hu se nkofo a eba ho nyina se obitimi katre wo se sika nkofo bia fa kwambo ne so awia ewo man yi mu no se mampanyi timi gi se sika no na wanye bibia bia mu mpo a ope. Okay, you get nkofo a omoni odi sa
Ghana for bebre na ka omaka bebre aka bi amamate ba wanya wura ho intima men starting free ho attorney general ye wura Dr. Ayine oni central for din komo mayen kotie ni kakra na emra ye ba na wura sansem no.
I am reliably informed that his basis of saying that I am corrupt and a thief is that I took campaign contribution from a businessman at East Legon known as the former director of the National Signals Bureau and the progress of investigations into the elaborate criminal enterprise that he set up to rob his fellow citizens of millions of Ghana cedis. I informed you then that meticulous investigations undertaken by the Economic and Organized Crimes Office, otherwise known as EOCO, had uncovered a scheme that Mr. Dwaboase set up, which resulted in the loss of 49,100,000 Ghana cedis, or at the prevailing exchange rate in February and March 2020, when the crime took place, the equivalent of 7 million United States of American dollars. At today's exchange rate, this will be 108,500,000 Ghana cedis. That is the cost of one Agenda 111 hospital going into one person's pocket. I can now confirm that at the conclusion of our investigations, that is exactly how much he stole from the taxpayers of this our beloved country. In consequence, and in exercise of the power conferred on me under Article 88 of the Constitution, I have today filed charges against Mr. Dwaboase, his wife Angela Ajay-Boateng, one Mildred Donko, a former employee of UNB Bank, who resigned just in time to join in the criminal enterprise, and a company called Advantage Solutions Limited, a holding company owned by Mr. Dwaboase and his wife, which received a substantial portion of the funds and was used as a conduit for funneling the funds into other companies owned by them. These other companies are
eti companies ne de ne din no kwa nhyedan hia but ne amanfo ese amanfo te ase ne se Attorney General Dr. Dominic Ayine echire mo se wo mo evidence wo mo nkrata wo mo de edi yewura edubu ahenachi na sika bia MPP soafo bia na se nipa wo so mo aban no mu efa ya wamfa no kwa papa so ye Ghana sika no wo mo beje ya de asamayen eti honorable Charles Edu se wo hwe sa nsem bia amanfo question wo mo bisa ne se enti NDC Mahama Benyi say won betuma prosecute amanfo edie because so sha say the oya politician na say wo bia na wadi bia ma unua or other political party mo asemba na nipa kwa twetwe bia ma sansam no e wo Ghana fo trim wo betuma ama den na moate oya member of parliament den na mu
menu ameda se on se me de kan ka kire o se yonkofo bia omo ba omo timi aka se sika omanfo awia no se aban no timi gi se sika ne de ma oman Ghana na aban na anye bibia bie mu mpo a omo pe de eche ne se aba to a ye so in 2024 no efa ba ko ma omanfo gina so to aba kese pa de ma NDC amanyuko ene ketasehye krono a na ekoso o my Ghana mu a no manfo esusu se aduru ba bia se ene matimi sesa na Ghana no timi ejina yie na menyansa na ebe kono wo mpanyimfo kakra bia mepese mebo mo abaso dedi kan ma menchia Ghana fo nyina ne titre ne tano south fo a o magebre na o mutie no mo hwe ewo kasa fidie kesie iso de etoso biem ma memfa encha kesie ema the DVLA CEO Mr. Julius Nikwe mechiano esanse na no me ba ha no be kan se na mepe a branch of DVLA ewo Tano South Bechim because I hwe DVLA sa ewo around ye Kumase Goso Sunyane Techima ema ye nkofo no ebre particularly omo mu yusu moto ne pragia ne ontimi ride emfa nkokumase ana Sunyane Techima ana se Goso enti nyame adom enche bia no ade DVLA office no ye tu ho na moko animu pa enti medana se ese Mampanyi Mahama de netna ho no ono so waya na adwen se obeye adwuma yenim ebi mu brebi atwamu a ye natna so anya adwuma ba de adwuma sem koto nanim se nyina nka bom na Ghana nye ya ebi kura ontio enti medana se na machia no afi NEIP CEO Mr. Erica J ono so meneno akodi nkomo efa NEIP ho ekwan befa so a yebetimi anya bi ewo Tano South and so yedi ho nkomo akọ animu pa waboa yi ama nhye no atimi akọ animu a eno so enche bia no Tano South for hwe animu pese NEIP office mantemu ho nyina Tano South ne bedi kan enya bi eno achi enso afi mamenna Maslok CEO minuaba Elom Abigail Akwambia ono so mindana se just this week ono ankasa wansoma ono ankasa tu anamo bata no south ebe inspection if you send me to animu se yehia office ni bi ewo Tano South because
pushi ne mapan
na me pushi na menye ne den o so here Tano South no north and south no si epese ekọ regional capital esi ekọ true Ashanti region ansana what you say ansana yako
wako fatepa
yes ansana yako duru regional capital enti ni su se yedi how ni nyina be kwa fa Ashanti region ansana yako duru go so no ade na yenya a zonal officer betimi a serve the two constituencies and even in extension Sutifi North
yes
almost so betimi aba because omo ben obey inspections yenya ya office allocation ni bibia yankopon ya adoma eno de bia fit next two weeks betimi be office na no
nti Maslok for be office ho
yes Maslok
DVL so be office ho ena nip
menya nwie meguso a
amafo benya adwuma ye
so ura constituency no mu a eno we ada how and also your how kese pa adwuma sem how kese pa na misusu se ye de sa nnwuma we nyina eba no nyankopon ya adom ye mabunu no de betumi anya adwuma ye so munya adwuma ye a wo as the member of parliament no wasum ebejo and empanyimfo a meni omudi nkomo meni omutu anam obi okrosu se me ha na adwen dodo you know but said ye be ya Ghana no so betima den ebetimi atumpon maslo ki say wo hwe ye maame mo ye papa mo mudi omu dwan kumankuma se de maslo ko ne kire work and pay moto abubo ya pragia taxi money ni nyina eba yenkofo no so betimi anya bidia na omoso atimi edi abomobra enti sampanyimfo we ya medical bomodin meda omo asa mfa Dr. Hannah Louisa Bisiu entwato ono so na me on office
how so then
nya botre ye bo points bi ono
Mineral Development Fund
municipal office o de eni abreu
also nya office open Minerals Development Fund. Okay, set no south net of say gold wo ho.
Minya Ghana Ports and Harbors Authority municipal office crowd tano south amepe.
Anka ope.
Ye ni abreu. Enti meda na sena no so mene no eko din komo be se one na ye plan ekwan ye befa so a ye betimi aye niema na etimi aboa ye constituency no. Say ye tano no for omo betu efamo agudie you are aware enti fa kofre duane ne mpata mo
bobo krukuru an site
omo babe ye honom na ntimi anduru hososo
na se gold mo enti e bia se exploration ne ba na se bire bi duru na se ye nya investors a e betuma na ti se bia attachment ya e betuma to bi wo
ye hwe ekwan ye befa so a ye kro ne betumi atumpon eno ne me ma de so asese ya me da enyane me ekwan befa so kro ne betumpon na enwuma atumi aba in fact empanyimfo bi encourage me I say the speed a ye de ko na de sa enwuma na eba no omokra ye omonwa but ye beye nyankopon nye ne ye maye enti afi ye nko ye
speed inspired by John Dramani Mahama
yes
but samoye na se mabunu no hu samoye adwuma tam ne du a ombesa de amamo after all ye nyina say mpuntu na epe it is obi ba na ode mpuntu na maya adentina yense science say nche ya say entene no
yes say so share ekwan amafa so a me pese me di constituency na nemu am pese me nsane ma bebrebe
okay
because onim say every weekend me constituency no yes even na ye nko recess kra no ye pon parliament Friday a me ko
pa na ko
Saturday Sunday Monday nyumre na masan asim Tuesday anopa na me wo ha na me ko ejuma sa na maye ne sa besi sa bre me bo mpa se nyankopon ma hoden a sa na me ye no sa na aboa amankofo timi ba ho nchen utimi interact with nkofo share o programs ase o mu share o asori
you know why accessible
yes obia timi de nye bibia na esika wo obi timi be su na asem ho kire obi business otini betu anim na adwuma wura mi de be wura mu national apprenticeship mi de be wura discussion mu obi mu ba eno na yi omo how ene Ghana fo atra 20 cedi 50 cedi fakoto bibi di na de bia o hye wase no o matra obi epe bibia ye se de be abrabo no ebetima yi ama one ne mane na busua daache nti menua yego so se de me ba moka no em se ye program ba ko nti mi ama so yenim de esiye menim se obeboa baby wa betina uja fo so ko gold board mi fi ha be ko ho
e so ko pedei
na se wahum se se ye wo mrantire bi wo mo constituency a esum timnya license ne bi wahum no so etimnya kamutimi atoto good because minim say aban no ebetimi aboa with facilitation kakra what you say ahanti say enya license be se ba ku bi ana say even ba ku kra na biebie other offices na enya sika kakra e de mom na aban de bi kakra be ka ho a enya nipa be se 5 efri mo ye adwuma wo honom to good na say be boa
eno so be boa
me ko me honorable Samijemfi yego so nyankopon enye ni ye mai
all right
dia aboa me ne se sampanyimfo we nyina mo ye mpanyimfo na me no ma ye adwuma in the party and say ko satam Mr. Erika J no ye deputy communication officer wabono na me deputy regional organizer yes and ye adwuma same on Mr. Samijemfi sorry
honorable no problem no problem
say they will see am kire ho our frame no we are on air Enti edi bi hono ma entimi enyu sine sa. Omu nyina ani omo aye adwuma Madam Abigail still na medaso ye Nasa Women's Wing patron. Enti oye deputy doctor and main me no ma ye adwuma sa enti ama enhye no entu na koye edem. In fact mamenda Madam Ruth said ase.
National service.
Yes, na no me nkora bi no mpere post na no aiden. Me ba me fi Accra ba na office no ni ho. Me komanu kwa no friend no say oh Charles you know dey utuka free constituency abaha. Fa send the mame. Me send the man na no watimi atu ho na mo. E dey amame ti ono so Nyankopon hia no. Menua
Ruth said do ye chairman.
Aha
Ghana for say
ba mesa MPP.
Obesa alcohol
and mesa alcohol kakra o say timi kwati free.
Town south for mo MP anhwa na odani Mugabe wo ho odani Mugabe wo na 30 years on that so teso
pese me komani enti nano attorney general etiminya akwanya de ensem bi mu a na Ghana for ehwe animu otimi e de betu dwa na particularly you see metes obe press conference no na many age because na yempa anye yen na ye investigation no anasi ni to me crash be prosecution no na pressure e ba ye so no enti nkofuo yi muja omo saa enti nkofuo yi omo di sika na for mu ho adi and all enti na no papa ne timi ba ya ode emunsem e ba betu dwa no na me ho adwiri me ensem a ekoso ewo oman Ghana mu menua mampanyi Mahama eye otumfo Nyankopon ne baaye at this time because enema ekoso ana se na ekoso ewo MPP aban mu no senkoman free aban mu ama NDC amba sabrewe ama sa ne ma we nyina eto ana ho a entinka sei na ye oman Ghana sei ne de oman Ghana ekwaye de oman Ghana ajapade e fasuni hwe enipa baakofo ye ka $7 million asem na ye kan yo menua $7 million
nyesika ketwo
nipa baakofo
na $100,000 kwa nyesika
nipa baakofo I mean why ese obaakofo betimi agye sa sika we nyina na ono de kogu na accounts mu ese me ne me yire ene me madia mabusuafo dia na Ghana fo aka nyina de etimi enko hawo mu enti nano ne nya ne ani agye ese attorney general tim be kyerɛkyerɛ eye kwabena adubu ahen so krefre kwabena
dabi me ye koku
odwane
me ye koku ai
etimi ebe kyerɛkyerɛ kwabena adubu ahen ene Angela Ajebu aten ne yire na afi ada accomplice na oka ho Milfred Donko so no yadwuma UNB bank UNB right that Milfred Donko and now no timi eja adwuma aba krono adwuma aba nti ye nyina ntimi enko remu na yenye sa ensese no na yesu ntimi enye sika ne bi na yenua na yenni na yes empanyifo ntitiri ene attorney general ne se empanyifo fom na nsi fom sika ahodo a enkofo bi mu omoye akronfo awudifo udim omonya akronfo kekewo omo san ye awudifo ka ho omotime wia omai Ghana nanim enra ayino ni briefing no bako frasa beka ho chese no de Ghana fontio obia nim ho hwe chese enkansuo ene adubu ahinkro ye one ne ye Angela ene Ghana Water Company Limited mi mu sheme se adubu ahen no one Ghana Water Company for akwa enhye se obemu omo internet na omo de adi omo dwuma na internet na ode be mo no na otwe mienu bia Ghana Water Company ebetua 650,000 Ghana cedis.
Na what be?
Now check mienu bia. 2 weeks.
6.5 billion.
Yes. 650,000 Ghana cedis.
My can 6.5 billion. Emerafo no betiase.
Ena obetua ediama Ghana Water Company. Ghana Water Company betua ediama friend say National Signals Bureau. But what we say before 2020 na edin ye National Communications Bureau and sana eba be ye National Signal Bureau no. Enti na BNC. Ena adubu ahena so akokoye company a watu ni din BNC Communications Bureau. Enti sika no a 650,000 no ye 1.3 million bosumi bia no. Ghana Water Company nim so mutua ediama a state agency ye friend say National Communication Bureau no. So mutua na kwa akoto adubu ahen no. Sa no ni BNC no. Bureau of National Communications no enso etiye no. Or the sa account ni mum ena ama Ghana Water Company. Enti na otwi mienu bia 650,000 6.5 billion no. Ghana Water Company tua enko abayadwuma num na akwa akoto
private company
ya dubu ahen ne Angela company no na sika na akwa akotom. Enti 2020 a ombesesa edin no no a friend say National Signal Bureau no. The oye say Ghana Water Company for say no and yen tua sika no emfanto sa account no mu biem. Enti omu demand the accountant somewhere on expect say Sidina Sandia say affect company ni bibia. Enti omu demand a new account and as a change of name of the previous account.
Okay.
One to be onion the way say sika no omutua tumu a no assign a check e dia money ho the company Bureau of National Communications no was sign a check e dia money ho no ma transfer sika no and friend with immediate effect o ma transfer sika no e dia kwa akoto ono na account mu entiminua hwe 1.3 billion sa 8 years. Akofo omaku Ghana o. Na me de meja ne say enti Ghana Water Company Limited. Omo 650,000 2 weeks bia.
Internet ka.
I mean how?
It doesn't make sense.
Na National Signals Bureau no. Ya abayadwuma. Na Ghana Water Company Limited so ya abayadwuma. Eni sa abayadwuma serve abayadwuma. Or charging no this huge your friend say sika
say enna ye can organized crime o matena se wo dem enna wo ma hyehye adwuma no
but me ya onim he baby enema we kono enkofo be affect you no enkofo be affect you no enya adwuma ketewa o enti me ne attorney general eya adwen ese wo kan say ono no se onya evidence a ontu anamo because in Kofo be affect you Ghana Water Company Limited enuru kura omoto no mo dia friends yo ama nsu na ni ate ama Ghana fo anya bia no no mini omunya sika o it is otie press conference na o say Ghana Water Company Limited for etua sika that they don't have. And so what it means in say Ghana Water Company for kobobosia
no me de akwaku
no de ba betua internet na adura ye hia de agu nsuo mama nsuo ne niate amatemamufo anya anom no yesi eni sika de koto aduro no nti ya to pipe mu yeni sika ye maintenance of your pumps and nti ya to pipe mu yeni sika de extension enti Ghana fo bi ti babia they are ready and willing to pay for their services. And so you sika de say extension nti sa Ghana for no omuntimi nya the services of Ghana Water Company Limited. Minia, is this not madness? Here me area me pension no. Nipa odi kan etwe nso ne bae no se ukọ Ghana Water Company for no ho a no maka cha se ko nipa ne ho na ọma introductory letter because you no kwatwe nsuo no e de ba area no mu me kai price at time nipa could be to I think 3,000 Ghana cedis e ma sa nipa no
o pay nsuo
yes o pay nsuo ba ofie no yeso bi na kwatwe nsuo de ba area ho because nye Ghana Water Company for omuso mu ni sika mu de extension and so bi akwa kwatwe nsuo no de abade a nipa na boka enti wa o pay nsuo no pese o tap from nipa no line no mu no kone nipa no introductory letter so amfasa letter na nkwa Ghana Water Company for me tap nsuo ne ma so mo be tap ma so a why illegal connection enti imagine say nipa e o mantem ho no nipa be say 20 and 50 I ready say ombe connect nsuo akomu fie a obi etua 3,000 Ghana cedis e dia ma obi a ono no enyo na establish Ghana Water Company na zo ankotua ma ne so a okwa Ghana Water Company for nyeden omu mfiu etimu wo say sika we da hono mu a mu betim dia extension in fact as we speak yon kofo bebrebe hono mu a o ma ready say on be access service no but omu ni sa sika no ba ko tua for introductory letter ninti omu ti omu ni nsuo no
obia titini mawure ma ye 2 bedroom bi wonyam plaster ahompo boss wa na one ne ma
akwakotenem
ana wo mo ye ne nkakra na wo se nipa kro no obi atwe nsuo de aba kotem honti no se mo pese mo twe bi de a mo nkotu
yes the letter is
still dream de na free
the letter is still there because Ghana Water Company for ni sika
mo ankasa nso kro tre
o mo ankasa de beto omo pipes no nom de extension no mu ni sika endi se wo sika na se obetimi a and see me sure say enkrofo bi mu decide so your businesses
yeah of course
because we can compare ebia a 50,000 or 100,000 e dey atwin so dey akọ a developing area na menya enkrofo bi a o tapia 3,000 o tapia 3,000 tapia 3,000 chale me we say me 500,000 ma making money and the Ghana Water Company Limited was 650,000 Ghana cedi 6.5 say
billion
6.5 billion and it was consistent
for 8 years
consistent oman kato manida consistent etiama obi
every month 1.3 million Ghana cedi
yes every month bosumi bia onye adwuma bia o onye hwe
internet
yes so the actually say services na omu provide ma Ghana Water Company Limited no free for free about what you say and we are obi a charge and odi muska you see Ghana has say oh say nyankopon pa ma mu a na say we timamuni na decide we di o man no a obeka say nke form emra no kura nto nchen na san nkofo we mu nke mpe bibi foforo bi mfanye wo mo wa ukoba nanka wosua nyansa because ense bi hono ma otia utimi transit di no bisa ho say enti enkof Ghana san nkofo no mu firi hefa ene be ye Ghana for and you hear ba akofo $7 million edanche utimi gina wa namu to estate houses maku 39
adan maku 30 na dia san nya dan maku premu na
like
ne maye say
why
ana oto ama na busuanfo nyina
and the Guahin is a young man
yeah very young
it's a young man
menya sure say obenya by 48 cry
and what we say so share investigation say koso there are more rots in there omunya nyeo
entina attorney general eyedin no
entina oyedin because on say no more investigate the $7 million no and a lead to Ghana Water Company for so ade we na she say udru some of the areas adwuma no kra na I say egu so ba metano South constituency etimi akan efia omo access to ensuo okon kodudo no amu a afi ne tutu boreholes e di ama omo sɛ be ombenya nsu papa anom na omotime nya ahoden atena nkwam na onipa baakofo utime tena se na oye saade we ahwe ECG for asemi oh say me papa ne star pa o sankofo mun kasa bebrebe o ma hu the processes obehu ana okrawum me pesankofo no dwumadie se obi a on the bia
na wo kasa
o ma update da bia o ma update no say sa criminals we omo syndicate nyo mun ko ana omo yesade ma no omo ye no organized crime, yes. So what channel the record Ediniko Shemua? They are technical people behind that. Almost a year juma. And in Penny Juma didn't know. On Kasabe baby. Oh, say charges here or diabo, your friend is say, a dubuahe, and ne Angela, and your friend is say, Milfred Donkey. Check numbers appear. Bank statement apie transfer ni nyina safu mesi nyina den ewo ho enti ECG de no hwe so ba me constituency a there are homes omo patchel to assess the services of ECG na omo tua o enye for free o
woman ni light
omo fie
nti nka ECG for mmere
omo light ni bi na omuntia
nso kwa yabeka se pole ni ho anasa wire kora ni ho
na onim sade e friend say nkania no a ye ton no omo ton no so mo generating do generate wi a ono de bema ase kokoton omo ton no e ka omo so agu Ghana for so no enye ka keto because so oba me constituency a krono ebia krono efinfi kuma bi ene wo light omo de etreni nyina enkane ani ho so kwa akopɛ meter okwa ye kwa akɔgye 4,000 5,000 ansa na onya meter ebi sɛ nipa ba akopɛnya meter ebi nipa bɛ sɛ 20 30 ɛna connect from sa meter ba akono yes
nipa bɛ 30
a connect from sa meter ba akono enu nti obi a ntimi an connect yan fi sa meter no so penkane a no a connect no illegally no use ni free if you say nipa na ready say fa meter na den ebre me na fa bo me dan no homa me na mintime nyusi nkane na ebe fa meter num na mintia ye de meters aba ye de cables aba ye de poles aba e de egu port eno mo ase twam ho awia eno mo ton mo ho no mo fa in 8 years internal south ya nya electricity extension ba kokra not a single pole yes obi also nya electricity extension of internal south on free show you so no nka se bi twa ntro not a single pole extension
internal south ho nyina no na je say kura wo mu any lights ansana nana akufo ado eba no saa kuro no wo mu da so ni lights
odi onim
fe ngotwe echi
beba o se ba me nka ne twi se na ti ase o mu na kura na light wo ho me fa ne se yemfa bebi ti se ebia bechem light wo ho enne kuro no etre
pa
ekọ enti ese eden kania ni bi eto aso kọ omo tre kọ no in 8 years omo anya bi
aden apo ni ho
now wo mo so a omu ni nkania ni bi kura
wo community bi sa wo
mansopa eni nkania esikasu ni nkania bofo aka ni nkania muani so ni nkania ajim krom ni nkania monta ni nkania nyame beye ni nkania pumpunasi ni nkania asuboye ni nkania santasi ni nkania nsuansuo ni nkania rapon ni nkania ninchi ni nkania nsuta ni nkania nyame beche ni nkania chebi ni nkania
16
ya achichi ni nkania
17
kotie de ni nkania
18
me bofri mi trim no
enkuro we nyina ni nkania
me bofri mi trim the me kan nyina me bofri mi trim sankuro we nyina ni nkania in the constituency in 8 years ya extending kania anko babia in 8 years ya nye a crime within the constituency sa western corridor kwan free bichim besin twa mu fa akoma dan a eko hamle sa kwan no Setano South constituency no a kwan bi ani ho no mu
apart from that road no
yes sa highway no nti say so batutoi enkura omo akwan enso to mu ntimi makrum enso to a omo aka omo ntimi makrum Brosankro New Town to Brosankro Old Town a 1.5 kilometer road enso to a obi nko ma
wow
and their communities make say me boss kra fi mitrimu a for bechem true nyinasia to kwasu e kwan enso to a obi nko ma bechem mensini enso to a obi nko ma bechem breme mansopa ohianim guase mensini enso to a obi nko ma eskasu to ajim krom enso to a obi nko ma techimentia to asiosu through them to asiosu road so de bia afa ho kokko he kone ko check he nyame beye to akobro to asuboy to santase kokko he enso to a obi nko ma sad situation sad situation na ni party ho any party ho 1.3 million Ghana cedis a month back for
abra ye betumi de aye kwan
na bosumi bia sa 1.3 million unma de betumi aye as you speak today your communities are aye akese aye sabia ni ho so yare bobi emergency ya mi amamu a
mpakro be
asembeba your communities omuni school encourage twa kwansini enum enan in the school and we have these people omo robe crazy ono kwa obakofo e di say sika bebrebe we o de be den
eti eno no sa no a mo investigate no se munya hu se eyampa sika no wo hote se ne mo kan mo beje na mo de aye bibi na mo sa de o matuma na se den na mbe
oh minim the 10 menye lawyer
okay
and na minni attorney general office
okay
minim the 10 case no ebe teki na omo di case na fa ba so bisa me ma dwen dia ade di kan ne se esisika ne de animu ya because minim say obi a investigating bia no omo freeze in account any assets
okay
the sika ne animu ya because sika ne de omo nie o dom de ajapade nyina yanyini nyina ma o man no back na fe bone nyomudi ye no afi mra entwe omo aso and I was happy as a mesante say NSS scandal no and also em say attorney general ka say first week of May say me money away
and also May
yes and also so ombe file charges against them you see also bosin ba ku biam say 50 million or so
over 50
million Ghana cedis
say no enye nipa ba ku na edi
Natana South nipa ko penalty ho because mo wia Ghana sikase you see me say emra ne kwefa so a omo don nyom so omo didi o Ghana South to de no mo di na senke mra no free hona yesinka nyina yempe kwan bi a ebefa so a enka ha ekwan ho wonim sango for no ese ke se da edi omu djuma bi na obi ko esa de ni bia enko ese be chew ajelu keke because sango
beyond jail there na yenye bi
aha ekwa ho menua yenye ntimi nye enya dia e o mrandum se e bitin sane mana aye adwuma because sango for we ho my brother they don't deserve to live.
They are not too harsh.
That be now the mind na yaho grosso. Shawunim say who engage with nipa bi mu a omo hia say o my Ghana ebetimi etu anamo bi ede aboa omo a Ghana entu sa anamo no na ohwe bi mu a omo wa disikade kono abo nyina no osan mehwe em say I don't know say they no much say no say the first court appearance mehwe and I to say Radi Yesu osan you were so confident.
Na so was you attorney general was you attorney general a wo kire mu say nsem na wo mo da to no so no enye nokre
who say papa no makanda da say omo mo ye quiet omo nye dede bebrebe no me promu dwumadie enu nti menua de ye kan kosi nyina ne say yesre NDC aban yesre NDC aban ese sansemi a ekosui emane me said de honorable Osahene Afenyo Markin can say political class political class and intino eni kwan say ye which hanti ye ho na ochina so niwa I mean ye mpesa ne mani bi atie nipa boni ni
say ne ewo Ghana no de amanfo kan wabonten na wo kan no because Ghana for bibiri na say menua no me ye ebia me MPP ni wo ye NDC ni me wo parliament wonso wo parliament me ma ban aba MPP aban aba nti se me wieska na mama obi wonso sawa ban ba na ebia tija na wo de influence akosoro ho na akwa che say o we de menua say sana Ghana for kan enu ntina amanfo bibiri na aka aso mo nhyeda including mo amo grassroots for no mo se mo nhyeda hu say mo betumi prosecute amanfo e okroma
hu say makachro say ye pressure e ba ye so e wo sa cases we mu ho no enye pressure ketwa even though say you need attorney general office into the SNDC aban ne say adwea e won krofo trim e say esia sa kwan we ya na ye faso no sa stereotype na we need to kill it esi yi free ho say ye hye enema foforo na wo mo anei wo mo anya akwanya esom o my Ghana wa aban mu no o mo ye anida ho because ebi ho no mo a de ya ne ya ne say ebia na enye wo a wo hwe adwuma ne so no me fa se be a minister ebia enye office as the sector minister but ebia na an agency under your ministry and yes I name and say one bi wani na ya sa akro no ekoso a oso be den ebi be kan because I name ma ye hwe on say o kan sky train no so ho asem sky train no on say akwa fa board chair no so ebi aka no yes akofa board chair ne so ansa na solo CEO no ono so ayeden aka no ebe wie no afi so ote so mo start na sector minister no afi o twe ne ho se ade no kura da se onte ho he
amewana
but of course ba from ebe ka no ente be ma government appointees no o ma set up mo se ba bia adu no se omo ti fie no ene ye yom nkofo ni sei dia ene so omo soso daachi bia nkwa ama no so mutimi ba ye so mo fe ho nyeden enche se sa de nya ba afa obi abeden obi abehwe yie ama Ghana so edi esre nyina ne se nkofo mo di Ghana wusei ne de omo nya nkofo a esese ye jai omo no mo nanti free e o my Ghana mu a se ba ne sa me nu NDC begu
yes mo cha do
se na se oh eye abotre o so he dwumadi na senka attorney general erashi gidi ena ede adubu ahe oko o file charges against adubu ahe ne yire a don't forget say eye organized crime you will nimdifo a omuwo sa ehye no mo yeden omo yinum aba so defense ana meboa o defense or court owo a lawyer for a omo twitwa edi age no
yeah
yes so when nya abotre anya nsan mu nhwemu se kura de ba bia kwa koduru kura ne say there are people la ye closer to dwumadi na course no a ready say ba be testify or court ni nyina ye nhwemu e wa abotre kwan so because attorney general amomati ase say wa ode unim bibi fa asem ne ho bra ono be say wo no court ni uni asem bia da enne eni ochene nyina in fact se okra na bia asem no kakra be fa homonya kakra kra na di ya bra ne beka obetim no atena negotiate no otima yudo aiden e de wasi nchen na criminals no yes criminals no criminals no watimi adele with them enti me papa no adwuma na oye no me ne ya adwen ese onya abotre na enye gidigidi ba koduru kwata fefa evidence bra na afi kwa ye antesi enno mbe pia ba be kan se bibibia ni ho Ghana o man kroni se we de eso we bia ubetumi afa ho adi enti yesre NDC aban se gidia Ghana fo enyawo omumu ekosan lai ahomache awia enumre edikoto aba ebinsi da edema His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and of a majority of us members of parliament no
okay
eni monyamo a mampanyi Mahama a start saying e dwumadi a odi ni promises a o make ye during the campaign what started the year adwuma no on see eni monyam biem onje Ghana ajapade ne Ghana sika nyina amfama Ghana na akronfo ani agudifo no a omoye Ghana saa no so no ye fo mo famra kwan so na me di manusi no atene general sakofa A+ asembae ese A+ ese akoje 500,000 Ghana cedis bi na
ka bi
oye kronfo ne saa ne manema no me source kire se A+ sa account na ese mo friend say X sa account na
Twitter
sa account na publishes sa information no a fake account enyo no na on kan obabia se sa nema no course enti eno so
o publish bi so Facebook
eno so
eye on one account
yes and I
can say ho na ordinance sem ta toto
ena me kan say baby asan di kan pie no sa na oye den obe kan but ye amanyofo enimi mfa se ye kura MPC unkwa unso ho adware o obi ba na mamu bi eden obi aba beboa o na so beboa campaign a cheso ye kronfo ene se ne MPC nyina ya kronfo
ba ye se san nipa na wo maboni din no ne ho for nsem bi ho contract bi nsem bi ewo MIF
enti ni nyina ho
enti akwa eti se dealings ana wo ye wo Akufo Addo aban mu no ase na niam bibire ntwaye eye questionable
wahu se ye dwumadi a ye di ho ehu pa o ehu pa because me ohui na no me campaign so bre miska enti minimum so ye adwuma ewo power ene XYZ TV enna mi minimum but ebia me pacho me nka sa na ote ebia o dele with ebikra drugs me pacho mi minim ba minim se mo no so ade bre me nya mo a ebro so
yeah
obetimi ede sa mo na eden na se kranka to pick bre me asenke mro so kemro so enti sansam no so na omo keka na kokos ehun sensen bebrebe but we are not ready to discuss the kokos
somebody who is chasing obia womadi Ghana sika ye kwa akoje won say ne hote ai no ho kwasa nkeka obia biti say eba be for no
ne se ye ka se a politician akwa solicit for funds na ode kwa ye ne campaign anase ode bua campaign na onim nipa ne se enipa no ne dwumadi a odie no ohaw bia ni ho oni any criminal record oni saa ne mani bia na saa mo kakra no ene de se nchese eye bibia etimi edi oman no ekọ ha mo. And mind you, or say saa nsem no ka ni nyina no onfa ho adansedie emeto abonten na onfa ne court. And oto aso ka say saa NSS issues na aba no ensem wo akire, but you see yem pese be rush na yakoyi nsem no aba be ka edeja omo enti yem fan duru ba bi ono aka duru no de pese ne se ba bi obeka duru no ehwa na yeso ebe den yeso ebe ka duru.
Okay,
until say we ready say obeto aso
enti o gide say attorney general no ne ho ne nkekan bia e fa saa ne ma no ho keta se hye ne pro ne saa ne ma no
mewo papa ne mu gidie papa saa mewo ne mu gidie because wahu homo ye saa empanyimfo ni bia se usia no parliament na waye bibi ne se obo abaso a utimi koda ubesoye no na ese renge ewutrim o esa empanyimfo no a so wo how na pese ode ko na ne ko discuss a utimu se nsem a o ka kirew ene afutu ode mawo ene anamo a ese utuo no anamo ebebo awdache ene one ujumedi a
nanimo onyam enti on to no asesa
enti baby a ono wa building ho as a professional wasan ba beye amanyosem asan de aka ho ne baby waduro no enti I mean even if it's the case, what is 500,000 Ghana cedis? Baby what dream? And now me lawyer BCI. And o ka me say say na ne ho eba appointment bi mu. And also on pesa appointment. No come say Charles. Baby me what dream? My chambers bi wo Ashanti region bi o Greater Accra, me ye ba ko Eastern region. Me running nyina. Me ko ji appointment ba ko penkonko tena baby ba ko da bi ye me ye no me okwa me fa so metimi asom my Ghana ama Ghana eden etimi atumpon enti ba bi ono we bone bra dru sa as a senior lawyer. I mean what is ade manema we mo kanti me onu mu gidie me ni se papa no en ka bia ni dwumadie mu me nim se ba bi ade na gina ne akronfo a ene omo abehye nase ene kwa opeso de omo faso no odom befa kwa no so pepe ama Ghana so etimi enya fa hudie ene ahoto enti de betima ya ne se ye be encourage no ese onye focus na de Ghana for ehwe animu no
some started the
Ghana for Ghana for ehwe animu no se etimi start se eden esia na fi sa questions ya obisami enu ankasa bi ne ho ano anameboa na se obia atimi enya fa ho de but me de made se de nyina ne se eni kwan se case no ba kokura atwen koduru 4 years dabi ni kwan se ba kokura atwen koduru 4 years de eni nye de no betum se ewa
okay
because sa akronfo no se omo de bia mo pa mbo nyina ne se yenko abato so na change of government enye den emra anameboa no munyo muti enkunkodi because aban his excellency na danko akofo aban atwam ene ba omi aban atwam ene de sankofo ne den eba entimi so se even though say some enya bre no mo de investigate issues no ese se eye ntem na etimi de sankofo ne ko wura ba bi ese de omura na eji Ghana japade so etumi ede maomo.
Honorable Charles Asiedu, no member of parliament for Tano South, who constituents Nibia started sending me messages. Mama Sarah also here Cape Coast. I say good morning, Honorable. Please greet my very good friend, Honorable Asiedu, for me. He has done a fantastic job. Or the free Mama Sarah, the free Cape Coast, and I was there a bar. Yeah, Mama share win so. Wensu Efri Mabo Michael Ho. What I commend Honorable Charles Asiedu for his instrumental role in securing a DVLA office for Tano South. This initiative will not only bring essential services closer to the people, but also create employment opportunities for our youth. Just like the Attorney General's efforts under the Okrah initiative, this is a sign of visionary leadership. Honorable Esiedu and His Excellency John Mahama must be applauded for their commitment to nation building. Mabu Michael Medase. Ma menhwe se metumi akọ Facebook no na mape Facebook.
Uko Facebook no. Ma menfa enase kese pa enfa ma mi MC. Honorable Emmanuel Kwame Frimpong.
Okay.
Adwuma abrante na start ya yakabu mayeye no. Unim se sa empanyimfo nyina se woba na obaye adwuma ne wia na maye kokko me friend Kwame ebi on tu friend Kwame wo badwam se chief na se me yefi me ho de ya na de ye me bi no na ese me sanko back fast anko me wo ka chief obo ne ho modern je se ko ne ko ya na ese office allocation no ese otimi eye na odeboa nti ono so ye bo na baso onko so ano ne dwumadi na odie na ta no sa atuntimnya baby papa enso so enyina.
Okay. Mate Health Alert Clinic SM Culture said 2023 yena ye best ulcer treatment center nti anope ulcer na etete na de chinia wunya baby a wo betumi asan ho yare a dawro mama men for Health Alert Clinic and for typhoid fever ne how cholesterol, prostate issues and as the dizziness o ho na weni su chino rough oda asa wona se so wa nkasa hunhunu honam no hunhunu sene enema esiko sisi ya oya brabe pimo ya behwew ya wo suna machine obetumi edo ho abehiem na yifie wo owidie mo kama pa na massage ne physio machines no so ho a eno so ba obetumi enjoy bi laboratory services wo ho ya de behwew moje mo na ya hu bebe yare na koduru na ansana ya de duru account Medina ena yewo yani post office no ND enhwani mo for 0242518893 and 0242518865 ofra empanyfo ebeje so ola Saviour Herbal Clinic se ona se na atatai no ebia yo ba wadware na wahu se jowa bia ba behye onofomo stroke diabetes and as kidney problems adaroma bra na yensan yare asthma ne koko ni menstrual disorders de eye kete kra ola Saviour Herbal Clinic ewo eye assignment yene Access Bank Kennedy enhwani mu ola Saviour Herbal Clinic only God can heal you for 05766566658 ofran panyfo ebejo so yebo enkomo biom anopai minim se me kasa sai be obi light dum Ghana for bebre na bu afu sana saying the way I light ni si dundum no nyade a efe energy minister baba kasa de but Ghana for chire mu se yempe kasa tenten bia yepe action koten mo ka se mo ba be fix ne ma nuntina Ghana for ma mo sa gab no honorable Charles Asiedu enkane dundum no adoso dodo
minya am se utie ensemo a minister na nkasa de eba ya na chese ya wajiatum anase yajiatum ese indeed ohawo enti ese itimi pekwan ye befa so na yesi ohawo na no
samo ye campaign na monim so ohawo ho enti na mo game plan ne den
wa hu se wonim se ye betena aban mu senye NDC amanyokuo ene ye amanyokuo bia enka obi antimi nkasa within 3 months ese ye bae no enema bi entimi tuto na kwan mu se de Ghana for expect se ebetumi atotom ye ne Ghana for nyina ya adwen ese ohwe areas ni bi kwan a enkania no faso edum ene ekwan a enkania no efaso eba na timetable bi ani ho omanfo no ntimi emplane omudwumadi a omudia na eye ohaw ne titire kura ne omo a omuyusu nkania no edidi omo dwuma ya na ehadwen na de yesre Ghana fo nyina ne se NDC aban ayi bi pen ebre bi a Ghana ekọ sa ohaw no mu no NDC aban ya na timi beyi Ghana efiri sa ohaw no eno nti de yesre Ghana fo nyina ne se yenye te se aban bi twa mu kan bi ana se minister bi a oba ya ye ka se on fa timetable mra o se wopa wankasa your timetable all them na etimi efa ye adwuma no yen disrespect Ghana for e wo saa ekwan no so de ka che Ghana for nyina ne se ohawo ho na ye pe ohaw no poma sibre se de be ya ohaw no ebetimi afiri hɔ menua me ogidie sɛ ɛnya ade asa wɔ ha wei ebetimi abɛtena Ghana so anaasɛ ebetimi abɛka Ghana so ɛyɛ ɔhaw a yɛtumi ayi ɛde afiri hɔ animu yɛi ɛsan sɛ yɛn a yɛyɛ MPs no sometimes light ni bi dum ɛwɔ area yɛtumi frɛ wo obi afrɛ me didi matam da
light no say duma ya na ɛyɛ ni bresɛm especially obi wɔ hɔ dem show
yes ɛyɛ frustration di adeɛ kyeɛ na afei no asan ba no asan bɛpa kyɛw so ɛka kyerɛ yɛn sɛ saa atete no a kanea ne kɔɔyɛ no ɔkɔɔ mu no ɛna ma no tu saa namɔ no enti menua ɔhaw a ɛwɔ Ghana no ɛnyɛ nkanea no nko a yɛ campaign yɛbɔ ɔhaw ahodoɔ bebrebe so ɛsɛ Nyankopɔn yɛ adom na sɛ Ghana for the 2 minute maya ɛyɛ adeɛ a ɛbɛtu saa ɔhaw no nyinaa ho anamɔ na Ghana for nya agidie ɛto aba ɛde ma NDC amanyoku a ɛnɛ yɛwɔ aban mu no yɛbɛtumi ahyɛ ɔmo animonyam enti ɛyɛ ana yɛka sɛ we no lamentation ɛnya afei na wobɛkyerɛkyerɛ nsɛm biara mu ne nyinaa ne sɛ yɛde tumi no ayɛ dɛn ama wo
unya sure say eno na aba na ama sisi ano organized labor for wo mu nyina kasa because akwa it say promises na mo kan no say ade ba ko a Ghana high koya problem galamsey no even though you hu say aban na ekon de but eno a organized labor eno a TUC boss ka say as a kono 5 months akwa bibi e wo ho ne ade Ghana for nso esu sen kanea no edundum unye ni se no na ama NCS os bia anya no a wo mo kasa a mo pesa mo kire se wo mo ye MPP foi
you see se wo hwe ekwan a NDC eba aban mu a sa CSOs ene other organizations any individuals be leaders be etimi ekasa the rate at which a omutimi babonde ebe kasa no eya na emprepie bi se ho se enti MPP 40 aban mu mfie nwotwe a na sa ne ma we nyina ekoso no na omo wo hen wahu hwe se ukọ institutions a omo di omo dwumadi omo die ne se oman no ebetumpon omo puti government no in line you know omo hold government ni feet fire ene sa ne ma nyina unyusi bosome miensa enan na onfa enjampe into overall conclusion of the performance of the government. So obi anya sa. Enu nti de ye ka nyina ne se so hwe galamsey ya. Menua galamsey ekwan a ye fa so a na ye si galamsey ano no. Minu nyina ya adwen se antimi anye ye na galamsey ni akọ hye afidie na yakọ ye wei na ni nyina antimi anye because enkofo a omo wa akira a omo nya galamsey ni ho sika edidi omo dwuma no omo tifie eni se okọ na di wafa na dwuma nso nya galamsey no kọche no a okọhye afidie no a ade achi a no recruit different set of enkrofo no ato different set of machines no masa de akọ bi na akọhye machine na no masa akwakutu ensuonum asan ase ensuo no enu ntina dwumadi a aban no edi ni nyina no ohwe a different planner say omanfo na na say mabunu no exit from galamsey site a ehefa no moko ede no moko ye eni so behwe a adwumaru a eni national apprenticeship programs ye ohun say ya consider mabuna omufri galamsey site eba no ya consider ya momo a certain quota of percentage say application ne ba even though say a non-partisan no aban no ebehwe saa nkrofo no a omufri saa areas ne den eba no galamsey na ne esi ano no because obi ho no mo a enso na yese no ono bosumi ne etua ne ka o gold no onfane nsa nso bi mu on de okwa akose nso no bosumi nso na eden ne etua ne ka enu ndi so anya adwuma bi a oya bosumi nso a edi income bebre no a dentine so okose nso enti etu saa na mo no enne gold board aba sei India ni bia China ni bia ntimi nkose tokro bia mu se okwa akoto galamsey fo gold biem Yes, it's also to gold that come and register with the gold board. Now gold board ebetimi regulate e hu say mo register mo no aban no kra say beboa mo with funding kakra mo de kwakoye adwuma no.
Yeah, sana na no kwame by okan.
Yes. And so obi akwakutu galamsey no na the campaign no enye registered mining company small scale mining na e che say wan beto no gold no. Onye obi beto gold no. Me bato what I say.
Sure.
So when you be beto gold no a or the gold no koguni dem so a etiamra ono so betima eden ye betimi ache no science e wei ene e fa so na ye de si galamsey na no endi so obi adwen ne se mampanyi mahama baaye no ano obeso ida krope yo si galamsey ye si ano eni ho biemu a onipa kro no o teke no like onunu ne ho ene ono asan esere se ne de enye sa na esi galamsey no ano eno science e wei no a aba no yenwo me won nkura bebrebe wo me constituency a omo tukwan akọ galamsey site omo ye adwuma minua adwuma na wo ye no ono onwenwe enya gold bi nkonkoton so okọ night a ni amake no okodia ni amake no se na otwe mienu ana abosome a na adwuma wura no no se nsuo gi gold no nyina na be den aba betua neka endi sa babum no sa abaya no sa brantie no se yetimi a establish no na oye ni business ana so nyansa no dwuma ana wanya ade bia oya bosome so a ebesa bre no sa akatua no a mini galamsey site enkola ewu ho no enye asamketua o eyehu but adwuma ni ho nti obeden obekwa akoye enti wanya adwuma a eye flexible ehu bia nim sa sa otu a ye bechew ana mna ekobu agu so ana akoto nso makwa akowu uyo business bosome ne so a wohu de odi tu adwuma efo ka de odi ru business mu de odi tu ho ka ene de odi page business na kwa animu a menua oti galamsey site ho ye dey enu nti ekwan a omampanyi mahama efa so de si galamsey ano no sa kwan wei ene wo fa so na yemu bi so gidi se ekwan papa ne kwan so ano efi se so esa ne mani nyina awie na fe illegal miners no galamsey fo no empanyimfo musika omode ye no omobeti aka mfinfin entimi hodi omo ya de ombe ne se ene ma ko register me company no under small scale mining.
Okay.
So nya ko register under small scale mining we say kim untimi say nso biem.
All right.
But what I say afi aban no ebetimi ahwe ba bia odi udwuma ahwe udwuma awudie se say nsuo ana say nsuo say ye galamsey ne ayden yesi ano no endi senkofo bi kwaje excavators a ade chi na nya ataban a etuyira no galamsey ne tutumi twae omko twa eja eto excavators mu kwahie no galamsey no etutumi twae because sa syndicate no my ready say yes infidie no 10 times ombe replace no 10 times in the sedjuma we na aban ne ye no so mo bibi se ombe ye e di aboa aban no a omunta aban na chi no mo support aban no
okay.
Na some of us enim se sa anamo we yetuo no ebetimi asi galamsey ano a ebema yensu a esei ene yare a ede ba areas a omo eye galamsey no yebetimi ye firi ama Ghana yeso ye ho ato me constituency omo ye bi ho yes omo ye bi ho first I met I was shocked enti ensuo kwasu me ni wakotwem wo da batman kire da beba no me ni obe san kofa ho biem me kire se so so beba ho
ai meba
ha se kura no me o me nkola bi o mo ya de power radio ese mtimi de omba na mo boa besi oh alena unya yenyi radio oh se
mo pe adwuma de ama o constituents
oh me nkola miensa bi oh obetena se ya oh woman opportunity na oh what the president club better be hosting no omo you very good and na for no commentators for no omo you good
yo
pa I don't be ban na ma pa bi omo I say enso ni nyina say
asemo
enso ni nyina say mi wa kola bi so ope wasempa mbesem de ne ba na train ne mame
sa ho mate
ope wasempa o se de o ti TV so a se de obisa questions ne se de o ye wadwuma no enti mpese o train enife na ne je ho
mate
ne je ho so betina konya yimu bi
yo yate
me fa se ne mra mienu ana miensa
wo de say power ya power na ye
be se ke ka ha na nko bi a tena adanse aba ho
David
minim se galamse ene sa ne man nyina anamo aye tue Yakopon ebeboa aban no na eto
more political will ne de
why not
okay
why not na deba denti na sa gidie ne ba ma yetimi nya asa vote no
okay mate
na say eba ne sa de nya ni mbegu ase
mate ase yes mensa maje de free bechem Toronto no the buy so on about Charles Akosi Edu o ye adwuma papa for Mother Ghana and Tano South constituency, and the good people of Tano South are proud of you. I say we will be glad to see him at least twice every week. I will show you so. Hey, and you ever
twice every week.
I say the corrupt appointees under ex-president Nana Dankwa must be jailed. Mate, yeah, that's a message. No, one of the messages by yeah, that must say yeah, the Jumedi no AC ewa has say me de ya consem kese pa be kwama yewura JK Mensa busuafo amwo sampa yewura JK Mensa hwere ne nkwanti efi akode mo ene abusuafo nyina ye mamo ya akosa nso ena King Nicholas abusuafo a wono enso wo takra den so ye ma abusuafo ni nyina ya akọ King Nicholas nso ahwere ne papa enti ye ma abusuafo a wono wo takra de enso ya akọ Mr. Yosin abusuafo ni nyina enti eno so no
ye de juma sampa ye ne sem no na beko ana anfa menko
what do pick up ne ban ko
answer na de dwuma de ne berry ma membo ahafo regional police command na baso
okay
say mfimfim honum ba bi ye mrantie bi nkofo bi free adujama honum ba bi batututuo ebe kum mrantie no miensa se me ne okasai ahafo regional police command na timatu anamo ama sa mrantie no omatimi achibi omoda makokotwene abai kukumu a omo ye ensenumu nhwemu mesre IGP police panyin se sa asemwe mepese odinani bedi akire esanse emrante ne eku omo no omo abusuafo omo ayonkofo omo wo mma yempese ebete se emrante biso befa emrana hye omo nsam ese eku nipa de a yesu ekwa kokubi de ateka enya de ebeboa
nti police for no mirem
enti mesre o mache mrante ni bi
okay
I have police command regional police command na che mrante ni bi a enna me ne okasai omo aban kukumu ye mpese ye betese na antese afi bi hu omo no na omo se be nante asa de bedwo omo nu mu se ye ko bechem breme ekukum mrante me nsa no kra no ye ka se enkosi hwe na this is a warning to ya manyofo ene ye hemfo bimua omaye omadwen se omudo mutumi ebe wura sa case num na sa udifo no omofo mu tototo nkonkodi no IGP enfana nini sa asem because sa de na ekoso no hu eye asem kese a ebetimi de entokwa ne basabasa manipa edo so si nipa mensa na sa ubiem because issue ni buy na ye call no e go to a point me bunko to na me pache because emrante ne yese we de nye police asemo mo be ku nipa de a ene yeso ye den yeso e kwa kukumbi na ateka ye ntwan bibia enti na no a ye chopanu mu a na no a for regional police command etimi kwache emrante ni bi me information e kire se emrante ni bi agye atum se ye omo ne eyeye emia trigger no edi kum enipa na omuwuye no nti esre se amanyofo ne nananom obia nyina nchen na emra no ene sa nkrofo no a omukoku abase mu no emra no ne omunni na yebedi akire saa kosi time a emra no ene sa nkrofo sa udifo no ebedi na abotoye mu aba etimi sre they have for regional police commander and the police command and of the IGP ese sa ahafo asem bechem bremen nipa miensa awudifo no koto tutu ku omo no nim se sa abram the reporter bre IGP say mrantie no ya chibi still na bi da so na madujama ho a nya nkyere omo enti polisi fo no san kom hu ewura mu biem na obia odi sa abone no yentume nche no na omo ya chi omo so no yempe story bia tie se mra no eni omuni because we know them and nim so omo ya chi omo no omo ka hu bi eni omo ku sa mra ntie no e obeche mbreme because no pay masante se esi ya san ko tututu akum nkofo bi eyaye bebrebe o mai mu do
ensawam ebi krasi wo ho
yes
enam so ama Proverbs are sending me a message. I say you can check IGP so on change police officers no more atime nyinem etiwa east enyinem eye ni kurum osino ankase enyinem abomusu ene abompe o say galamse ne koso amanfo so eye ya na ye
you know the rate say obi atimi so no ofatuo no de akum ni nua no odwi ho ho ntia se enti mesre afo regional police commander as a sase we na aba no so manana bi fa ne ntoma anase politician bi ebegiro se onya sa wudi for no a ene region on timi ntina region ni mo because enkrofo bi so ready say so mu jai sa amrante ne dia ene mo so beku bi dia tika
all right
enti IGP ene have police commander omo mani nkosa issue ni ho na mamra ene omo a edi sa wudi no emra ne omuni
Mate, Honorable Chasasiedu, Member of Parliament for the good people of Tano South, that's a son of pay freo or buy a babacaya home at Emerani Cope, ye miss also. Was a me umpire, my friend, Honorable. Some of you know to me as a friend, dear, and your bonnet. Okay, that's a honorable massacre view.
That's honorable piece.
And you know what? Yabasia, Emmanuel Owusu, and Ochana Memenda Monday.